Part-time positions are available in a store near you. Giant has also increased their starting pay rate for many positions with additional compensation based on experience. They're looking for store and warehouse associates for all shifts at all levels. Plus, Giant delivers associates and CDL drivers. Pick up extra hours every week or start a new rewarding career at Giant. Opportunities are available across the company. Apply online at giantfood.com/careers.
At Leidos, we put technology to work on the front lines. Whether we're helping the military stand up a new application or creating efficiencies in our nation's infrastructure, our technology-driven solutions are helping to make the world safer, healthier, and more efficient. It's important work, and it never stops, because failure is not an option. Visit us at leidos.com.
This fall, you can enjoy summer a little longer in Ocean City, Maryland. Enjoy cruising the boardwalk on bikes and casting a line while soaking up some sunshine. Enjoy seaside shows at the new Performing Arts Center and epic days on 17 championship golf courses. Enjoy warm ocean water, wide open beaches, and the wild ponies on Assateague Island. When you're ready to squeeze a little more fun from the summer season, come enjoy a carefree fall in Ocean City, Maryland. Book your stay at ococean.com.
Power up the Caps with Power Up Premium Trail Mix. Made with delicious ingredients you can see and pronounce. Power Up carefully crafts each mix using high-quality nuts, fruits, and seeds, but it's not your ordinary trail mix because they're using ingredients like walnuts, papayas, mangoes, and the finest dark chocolate for a mix that fits any snacking occasion. So grab a bag of fresh-tasting Power Up Premium Trail Mix today for an uncomplicated, uncompromising treat. Available locally at any Giant or Wawa store.
Just about set and ready to go inside of Capital One Arena. Joe Beninati upstairs filling in for John Walton. We wish him the best and look forward to hearing him back on the air very soon. Teaming up with Ken Saberin tonight. Sabby is rinkside providing his analysis. It's the first of 4 games this season, Sabby, between the Caps and the Flyers. These two teams usually bring the beast out of each other.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they play hard. I mean, especially with Tortorella behind the bench now, as we mentioned before, Joe. I mean, they're going to come hard. The Caps have to respond to the intensity.
The on-ice officials, the referees tonight, are Kendrick Nicholson and Jake Brink. Travis Toomey and Shandor Alfonso have the lines. On a very busy Thanksgiving Eve, the Caps and Flyers are one of 15 on the slate. We are off and running. Washington at home rocking the red. Philadelphia wearing its reverse retros. White uniform, black pants. Just a sliver of orange down the sleeve on this jersey number for the guys from Philly. Strome sends it right wing side. Carlson unloads, and that bomb went wide on the stick side in the first 20 seconds of the game. The rebound rolls back into Darcy Kemper's neighborhood. He'll play left wing for Eric Gustafson. Gustafson on the delay. Drifting back behind the goal, guarded by Kemper to our right. Washington working right to left. Sanheim ventures back behind the cage that's guarded tonight by Philadelphia's Felix Sandstrom. TJ Oshie returns to the lineup after an 11-game absence due to injury. As Owen Tippett gains the offensive line, he's turned back by Yevgeny Kuznetsov. No score in this hockey game, 0-0, 1 minute old.
Well, for the Capitals here, Joe, I mean, it's imperative they have a good start. Come out, play hard, play with a lead.
Rasmus Ristolainen hands it for Sanheim. He gets the Washington blue line and one-hands it into the right wing corner. Back behind the goal, ridden to the dasher by Jensen. Lazinski kicks it. Left wing corner, wrapped up with Nick Jensen. Capitals pouncing on that loose puck. Heavy hit delivered there by the center iceman Patrick Brown as the Caps roll it back into the Flyer zone. 0-0, 90 seconds into the game.
Well, that's one thing, the forecheck. You know they're going to finish the checks. I mean, that's if they can get in there, they're going to hit you.
Trevor Van Riemsdyk will roll it to the right wing boards for birthday boy Garnet Hathaway, who turns 31 today. Flyers will take it back inside their own territory. Veteran blue liner 35-year-old Justin Braun teaming up with Nick Seeler. Sealer's long cross-ice pass from left to right, not answered by Kiefer Bellows. Bellows has a fast-developing 2-on-1. He'll fire, and Kemper made the glove save and trap it at his knees for the whistle.
Well, that's what Darcy's been doing all year, making that big stop for the most part. Comes down Delorier. He has Delorier on the far side. Use him as a decoy. Just fires that puck, but Kemper coming out, making it look easy. Hit him right in the crest.
That's the first shot of the hockey game belonging to the Philadelphia Flyers. This Flyers squad coming in with a mark of 7, 8, and 4. Good for 18 points. 1 point on top of your Washington Capitals. 7, 10, and 3 for the Caps. 17 points. These two teams 6th and 7th, respectively, in the Metro Division. Off the draw, Capitals get control and put it back into the Flyer end briefly. Provorov for Hayes, and then through center on the dump down. A cross-corner dump in that's played by Gustafsson around for Karlsson. 0-0 hockey game, 17:40 to go in the opening period. Gustafsson, smooth-looking breakout for Johansson, then down the right wing flank for Mantha. Gets a step on the defender, one hands it towards the goal. Sandstrom was hugging the post there. Flyers in possession. Hayes drifting back. Kevin Hayes, who has points in 6 straight outings. Ken, it seems odd to see him on the wing. John Tortorella bumping him there in recent days.
Well, yeah, and if you're producing, obviously they're trying different things here. They need some more offense, and he's a big man, boy. He can patrol those boards. He's really good along there.
Faravari forced away from the left point by the forechecking of Morgan Frost as the Caps will dump it into the Flyer end. We've just crossed the 3-minute mark. 0-0 in D.C. Ovechkin in tight. His bid was blocked. The follow-up chance that was dumped wide. Sanheim collects for the Flyers. Philadelphia in the white sweaters working left to right in this opening period here at Capital One Arena in D.C. Dylan Strome's forechecking pressure comes up empty. Puck back to center. 58 in the white is Tanner Lazinski, who scored his first NHL goal on Monday in a losing effort to Calgary. The Flames, who will be here on Friday, bested the Flyers 5-2. Couple of empty netters sealing the deal. This is played with a high stick by Washington. A face-off to come.
You know, we were listening to Torch before the game, and he was saying, you know, that with all the injuries, it's a positive for these young guys. They're getting a look at some young guys, Joe, and they're also not only just getting a look, but they're playing a lot, too, and seeing different situations. So guys got to step up and take advantage of that.
Two teams that have been mash units. Philadelphia without Couturier, James Van Riemsdyk, Konechny, Lawton, Ellis, Allison, Atkinson, and Bobby Brink all on their injured list. Obviously, Washington won't throw a pity party for them, not with the amount of players the Caps have missed. A right point drive from Van Riemsdyk that was muffled by Delorier and into the end zone safety netting over the head of Felix Sandstrom for a whistle.
Well, TJ Oshie with a nice little pass there. That's what he brings. He in there to forecheck. He's got good vision. Out 11 games, but cross-ice pass. He hits Van Riemsdyk. Just fire that puck on net. Got to get bodies in front. Make it miserable for the goaltender and defensively in their own zone. These guys here, they're struggling too. So you get 1 or 2 on them, they start talking themselves, and here we go again.
A Washington team that's dropped 9 of 11, Kenny. Philadelphia winless in its last 7 in a 0-5-2 spell. You think back to last year, the Flyers had a couple of double-digit losing skids on their ledger. A 10-game and a 13-game losing skid a season to go. They don't want to approach that. Offensive zone draw for Washington. Ovechkin along the right wing boards as we are 4 minutes deep in a 0-0 hockey game, first of 4 between the Caps and Flyers. These two teams will see each other again in 2 weeks' time. Back in it towards the goal and gloved by Darcy Kemper. He'll hang on long enough for a whistle.
Delorier driving towards the goal. And again, we mentioned before, the Philadelphia Flyers, they're going to play the right way. I mean, they may not have a lot of young guys in the lineup. Not all their main talent is out, but they're going to play the right way. And if you're the Caps, you fall asleep, you let them go. You know, forechecking, getting in front, you got to box them out in front. Little things like that. Young guys, they don't know any better sometimes. They just play hard.
Hayes will take a lot of face-offs, although he is nominally a winger tonight. He won 8 of 11 against Calgary. Nick Dowd excused from the face-off dot to the left of Darcy Kemper. Alexei Protas will take it. Big man wins it for Washington. Matt Irwin gets control. Capitals still minus the services of Dmitry Orlov. They're hoping to get him back sooner than later. It is TJ Oshie who has returned tonight. Puck leaving the Flyer defensive territory with McEwen rolling into the Washington end. As Alexei Protas is to the right of Kemper, playing catch there with Hathaway, forced deeper into the Washington zone. Irwin drags it on around. Hayes muddying up the water, forcing the Caps to retreat. Trevor Van Riemsdyk tape to tape and on through. It comes down past Protas, the length of the ice. Icing call gives us a chance to dip into the promo department. The Capitals helping spread the word about Pedigree Foundation, providing shelter grants to support dog adoption. Since 2008, they've given more than $9 million to help dogs. You can help too. Visit dogsrulestore.com to shop great gear for dog lovers or donate at pedigreefoundation.org.
Oh, Nick Dow going to be taking a defensive draw. He's going to be out there quite a bit, just like Hayes is on the other side.
This face-off to the right of Kemper, 0-0 hockey game, 4 minutes and 50 seconds into the opening period. Hathaway, who led the Caps in scoring against Philadelphia a season ago. Washington and Philly split a pair of games, and they split in each other's rink. Puck is in the Flyer defensive end, back behind the netminder, Sandstrom, who is spelling Carter Hart. Hart had started the last 4 for the Flyers, the same Carter Hart who was brilliant at the outset of the season, 6-0-2. Rasmus Ristolainen bumps it for Farabee. Dangerous winger, working back through center on the hop. It's Morgan Frost at the attacking top left circle. It bounces off of Kemper and in. Frost, wrister, squeaks through, and the Flyers grab the lead at 5:27.
Yeah, just an innocent play on that one. Frost coming down the wing, left wing. He just fires. He has nowhere else to go. He fires it. Kemper makes a stop, but loses it. It goes up and crawls right over top of him and just in the back of the net. Unfortunate bounce for the Caps. One Kemper would like to have back.
Can it hit off the blocker and shoulder, the right side of the netminder? He reached over with his catching glove trying to trap it, and instead, it's high. He lost sight of it. 2 skips to the back of the goal, and Frost is on the board. Yeah,
bad bounce for the Caps on that one, but again, now they're chasing the game. We talk about it. Young Philadelphia team have a little confidence now.
In parts of the last, 5 games, Kenny, the Caps have been outscored 10-0 in the opening period. Frost scoring for the first time since he had a pair against the Devils on opening night. Brown working back behind the offensive zone for the Flyers as Johansson leaves that territory for Washington. Long drive, a 70-footer sizzles wide of the goal from Gustafsson, the former Flyer. As we hit the 6-minute mark of the opening period, 1-0 Philly. Carlson at the right point, a wrister, stick save Sandstrom. The rebound is cleaned up, played to the dasher board. Along the right side, it'll be Brown to clear. Connecting the dots with Tanner Lazinski. His snapshot sails over the head of Kemper and catches the glass. Shots on goal are 3-2 for the Flyers. Frost with the opening tally, giving Philadelphia the advantage, and this is something that has not gone Philadelphia's way a lot. They've been surrendering the first goal so often. Milano rubbed out as he was working into the offensive end for Washington. The quick counterattack on the drop pass. Bellows, keeper Bellows fires. That's erased. Follow-up chance, also blocked by the sliding Oshie. After Van Riemsdyk and Irwin had to give up their bodies defensively in front of Kemper.
How about TJ Oshie coming off with out 11 games and sacrificing his body trying to block a shot?
In 20 games for Philadelphia, just the 6th time they've scored first. Another chance there that rings around the frame of the goal. Kuznetsov rolls this one back to center where Rasmus Ristolainen will operate for the Flyers in the traveling whites. D'Angelo on the back pedal. Offensive-minded blue liner. Down the right wing boards for Hayes. Hayes was undercut there by Farivari, who takes the puck back, then gets creamed by McEwen in open ice. Flyers dashing into the offensive zone. Noah Cates, the younger brother of 25-year-old Jackson Cates, just summoned back in from the American Hockey League. Sherry leaves the puck to the trailer, Dylan Strome. Weaving his way through center into the attacking end for Washington. Strome low right wing circle, his pass blocked by Hayes. Almost 8 minutes old in Washington with the Flyers on the board first and a 1-0 lead. Ristolainen will casually dump it in.
We talked about them being physical, Joe, and sure enough, big hits, McEwen, he throws his body around you. Certain guys you got to be aware who's on the ice. That's one guy.
Savvy, that was the message from Peter Laviolette earlier today. You better be ready to be hit tonight. Hit or be hit.
Yes.
At point position, Gustafsson to the right point for Carlson. Sets up the screen, cross-ice pass, deflected away, and the Flyers will clear to center. Only as far as that center red line. Washington regains possession. Gustafsson gets it in gear down the left wing board. His pass blocked off by Owen Tippett. Tippett has 6 goals this season, 3 of them on the power play. Protas from a severe angle, stopped by Sandstrom, and the ricochet is out of play. A chance for us to take a break. 8 minutes, 26 seconds gone by in the opening period. It's a 1-0 Philadelphia lead on the Capitals Radio Network, driven by Kia.
The last thing you need to deal with in your home are uninvited pests. Call Pest Management Services, Inc., the official pest control company of the Capital One Arena, to take care of any of your pest issues. This family-owned and operated company is always defending stadiums, arenas, and homes from pests that include spiders, ants, mosquitoes, bed bugs, termites, rodents, mold, and our COVID disinfectant spray. While the Caps rock the red, let us stop pests dead. Call us today at 703-723-2899 for a free inspection, or visit our website at mypmsi.com.
From the electricity out on the ice to the roar of the crowd in the stands, there's nothing quite like Washington Capitals hockey. And this season, you can be there live to cheer them on. As the official ticketing partner of the Capitals in the NHL, Ticketmaster has you covered with the largest selection of seats at a wide variety of price points. So get off the couch and get into the stands. Grab great seats to see the Capitals today at Ticketmaster.com/Caps. John Walton here for my friends at Valor Home. Founded by Vietnam veteran Al Kincaid over 2 decades ago, Valor is still your most trusted choice for roofing, windows, and tub-to-walk-in shower conversion. Honor, respect, trust your roof, windows, or bath to Valor now and save 50% off all materials, plus choose either no interest through 2024 or low interest till 2034 and beyond. Call 833-83-VALOR or visit valorhome.com.
This is John Carlson, and you're listening to Capitals Radio Network.
This broadcast brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Discover what happens when rugged capability meets true performance. Learn more at kia.com. Kia, movement that inspires. Along with Ken Sabarin, who's ringside, I'm Joe Beninati, filling in for John Walton. Wishing John the very best. Hopes to hear him before too long, perhaps as early as Friday afternoon when the Caps square off with Calgary. Play resumes in the defensive end for the Flyers. Gustafsson poking one towards the cage, turned back by Philadelphia as they skate left to right in this opening period. A 1-0 lead on the board. Frost from Sanheim and Farabee, giving Philadelphia the advantage at the 5:27 mark. A chance in tight for Lazinski. Robbed there by Kemper. The glove save and the cover.
Oh, big defensive breakdown on that one. There was 2 guys who just goes in there. Brown's in there. Cates is in there. Cap's got to be a lot better in front of Kemper. He bailed him out once again. Big stop.
Ken, this is a Philadelphia team that's getting a spark from a number of Lehigh Valley Phantoms up from the American Hockey League. Tanner Lazinski, just one of those, 25-year-old third-year pro. He had the last chance against Kemper. Shots now 4-3 in favor of Philadelphia.
Quality chances, too.
Lars Eller wins the defensive zone draw to Kemper's left. Johansson bunts it to the center ice stripe, where Jensen carries on away from Tippett. Jensen manages to get it deep back behind the goal. Sandstrom in cage tonight for Philly. Flyers work it smartly through center. Frost left it to nobody in particular. Eller, top of the left circle, fires right to the chest protector of Sandstrom. Right point, Jensen lowers the boom. Sandstrom makes that save, and this one he corrals for the whistle.
Good shift, good sequence by the Caps there. Good getting that puck on net, making things happen. And that's where, you get in there, you forecheck a little, put a little pressure defensively. Young team's going to cough the puck up.
Lars Eller points in 2 of his last 5. Nick Jensen, his lone goal coming in New Jersey. The Caps will see the Devils soon enough back in the Garden State. Thanksgiving Eve tilt with Philadelphia. On this night, a right wing circle draw that's controlled by the Caps. Long wrister deflected just wide. Sandstrom had no chance there on a redirect. Washington at the offensive end, trailing by 1 nearly halfway through. Delayed penalty call is coming up. Delayed penalty call against the Flyers as Kemper leaves it in his own zone. He'll make his way to the Washington bench. 6 attackers on in red. Delayed penalty call against Philadelphia. Faravari wandering out of his own zone. Gets a return pass from Kuznetsov on the left wing boards to the captain Ovechkin, and at the line, this is offside against Washington as the Caps get the first power play on the night.
Well, good opportunity for the Caps. Get the call.
Philadelphia, number 61, 2-minute minor penalty for tripping.
Yeah, you take advantage of this now. Try to knock this game up. Power play comes out. Joe, the power play comes out for the first time in a long time with TJ Oshie on it.
He can definitely make a difference. He forces the penalty killing unit to pay attention to him, and that often can allow Alex Ovechkin to lie in the weeds. Oshie will take the draw to the left of Sandstrom. 1-0 Philadelphia, 10:02 to go in the opening period on a goal from Morgan Frost. The Caps get the offensive zone draw. Carlson works the midpoint. Sets it for Dylan Strome. He let it fly. He missed it high on the short side, glove side of Sandstrom. Down low, right wing corner Strome. Looking to Oshie, that's blocked and cleared in one fell swoop by Noah Cates. It'll trickle back into the Washington end. John Tortorella will change some of his penalty killers as Carlson ambles back through center. Leaves it for Johansson at the Washington line. Now at the Philadelphia attacking blue line down the right wing flank. Sanheim's there to bear hug him. Oshie peels it off the boards back to the point. Switch it up left side for Ovechkin. Carlson straight away. Playing catch with Strome, top of the right circle. Down low, Johansson maneuvers inside. Stop, rebound, score! Marcus Johansson!
What a play. Good job. Good puck movement by the power play. Moving it around. Quick puck movement. The key right there. They're not slow. Quick movement. Force the penalty killers to make a decision. Marcus, nice play. Comes in, sticks with it. Gets his own rebound and puts it in behind him.
Marcus Johansson's second power play goal of the season. The other came against Vegas. It was a crowded crease around Sandstrom, the Flyer netminder. He made the initial stop. The rebound bounced up. Now the question is, was that a kicking motion?
Yeah, I didn't see that one there. That looked like a kicking motion from here, but we'll see.
There is a referee.
I'm sure they're going to challenge it.
The referee, Jake Brank, working with Kendrick Nicholson. They were over at the Flyer bench. This is potentially a coach's challenge.
We'll see what they do here. Well, they're going to go to it, put the headset on.
The goal is under video review.
A league-initiated review from the Situation Room in Toronto for a puck potentially kicked into the goal.
See if we can get another angle here, but as it comes down, Marcus turns around, comes in, goes off the goaltender, and it kind of, that right leg, little kicking motion.
As it bounced off of Sandstrom, Sabby, Johansson tried to bat it out of the air with his stick, which would have been perfectly legal. We get the call now.
Review, the puck was kicked directly into the net by the Washington player. We have no goal.
So take the tally down for Johansson, which would have been at 10:43, and the Caps will maintain the man advantage. The faceoff will come in neutral ice with 9:17 to go in this opening period. The Flyers are asking now, are they back to 5-on-5?
The one positive out of that one, too, like I said before, they moved the puck around pretty good on that one. And Marcus was wide open to come out and try to jam it in, do whatever he's got to do. If they're going to give him that, that means they're keying on Ovechkin really hard on the other side, and it gives a lot of room down low.
Johansson, Oshie, Ovechkin, Carlson, and Strome 5 on ice for Washington. Looking for the equalizer, which was just overturned. Marcus Johansson's potential goal at 10:43 overturned. A league-initiated review from the Situation Room in Toronto. They ruled that the puck was kicked into the goal with a distinct kicking motion.
They're trying to figure out how much time to put on the power play right now. I'm sure that's what they're doing. Little clock issue, but Caps power play would like to get rolling right back at
Referee Kendrick Nicholson is over at the timekeeper's table. Let's pause here, 10 seconds for station identification on the Capitals Radio Network, driven by Key.
Hockey lives here.
Sagan to Ben, down low, delays, he scores!
Sirius XM NHL Network Radio.
Kites Frederick.
Joe Beninati in for John Walton, teaming up with Ken Sabarin tonight. Ben Raby will be keeping us company between periods and post-game. Washington and Philadelphia, the first of 4 gatherings between these two. It's 1-0 Philadelphia if you're just tuning in on a tally from Morgan Frost. Point position, Ovechkin. Left side, straight away for Carlson. Move it on around to Strome, low right wing circle. Dylan Strome with 55 seconds to operate. Inside, Oshie, stick save. Rebound, score! Alex Ovechkin on the follow-up sneaks in and ties it.
No, it didn't take him long to get back to work on the power play. Good puck moving again. And TJ Oshie kind of fans on the puck in the bumper position. The rebound comes right to Ovechkin, who slides it right under the pads, as he's done so many times, and gets a big goal.
Alex Ovechkin on the season, 10 tallies, 6 of them are power play strikes. Mark it down at 11:05, just 22 seconds after the disallowed goal. Ovechkin gets one on the board.
And Sandstrom, not great rebound control on that one.
We are tied up at 1. Ovechkin and his mates celebrating career goal number 790. Marcus Johansson was all around that goal line, sniffing for any loose puck. He was very close to steering that one in to make sure of it. With Washington now out shooting Philadelphia 8-4, we are 1-1 with 8:50 to go in the first. Irwin in the defensive zone for the Capitals. Alexei Protas is there, trapped along the wall by McEwen, who works in tandem with Noah Cates. Alexei Protas in a board battle. Right point, Ristolainen stepping in. Switch it up. Snapshot on the way from Sanheim that's blocked. Hathaway will calm things down for Washington. Van Riemsdyk through center. Left wing boards on the entry for Nick Dowd. He's rubbed out along the boards by Ristolainen. 6'5" blue liner on the back end for Philly. 8:10 remaining in the first. A delayed penalty call. This time is against Washington. As Sandstrom leaves for the extra attacker, the Caps touch it up. They'll go a man short. We have a break with 8:07 remaining. Frost for the Flyers, Ovechkin for the Caps. We are 1-1 on the Capitals Radio Network, driven by Kia.
When your commercial plumbing project calls for a job done safely and on time, then your job calls for the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Local 5 will always deliver the most skilled and well-trained plumbing craftsmen in the DMV. If you're a contractor who needs safe jobs done well, you need the plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. Start your partnership with them today. Visit local5plumbers.org. That's local5plumbers.org.
Do you have an air conditioning emergency? If so, you need HVAC 911. Call 301-939-0499 or visit HVAC911.com/EC for service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The most skilled and experienced HVAC technicians in the DMV are only a call away. 301-939-0499 or visit HVAC911.com/EC for service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Brought to you by Steamfitters Local 602.
We owe so much to our heroes in uniform, but when they come home, what awaits them? We Union, plumbers, fitters, welders, and service technicians offer training and a career. Our VIP program, Veterans in Piping, provides opportunity for a future of rewarding work. End users and contractors, please partner with us in putting these dedicated, highly trained veterans back to work. Everyone wins. Learn more at UA.org.
Hi, this is Alex Ovechkin. You're listening to Caps Radio 24/7 and the Capitals Radio Network.
The grade 8 just tied things up for Washington. Now his team goes a man down. Nick Dowd lost 2 minutes for hooking. Folks, Martin's is the official potato roll of the Capital One Arena. Learn more about their sweet new products at potatorolls.com. Getting everybody hungry on this Thanksgiving Eve. Face-off to come at the offensive end for the Philadelphia Flyers. White-jerseyed Flyers working left to right in this opening period in a 1-1 game with 8:03 left in the opening stanza. Flyers get it set up quickly. A shot that's off the post. A bullet from Owen Tippett that rang the iron. That's the second time that the Flyers have had Kemper beat, and he's heard a friendly bounce.
Yeah, it wasn't big. He fired that puck, kept it low, too, right along the ice.
Tippett with half of his goals on the man advantage in this season. Flyers reaching game number 20 tonight. Philadelphia with a mark of 7-8-4, 1 point better than the Caps in the Metro Division standings. D'Angelo revs it up, top of the left circle drive, stick save Kemper, rebound to the boards. At the left point, Tippett, switch it up, right wing side for Hayes. Tippett is straight away. One time from D'Angelo, rejected by Kemper. Washington a man down another 70 seconds with 7:15 to go in the first, deadlocked at 1.
I'll tell you something, Joe. All these shots, that last shot there, D'Angelo, usually they fire them up high. They're keeping everything along the ice towards Kemper.
As we rewind through center, 7 minutes to go in the period. In-house, they are crediting that Washington tying tally on the power play to Marcus Johansson. Apparently, he got the toe of his blade on it at the goal line. It was on its way for Ovechkin's marker. It'll belong to Johansson unless it's a change during the intermission. Flyers a man to the good another 30 seconds as Kuznetsov works his way through center, then plays a little game of keep away back into his own zone with Martin Farivari. Rams it off the left wing boards and all the way down.
TJ Oshie picking up a point on the first power play. He's out there. Good to see him back. Maybe get that power play back hot again.
Oshie and Ovechkin the assists on the Johansson goal at 11:05. Towards the front, backhander McEwen. Pad save by Kemper. Right wing boards in the defensive zone for the Caps, golfed out of there by Hathaway to neutral ice. Both Philadelphia and Washington changing personnel on the fly. 6 minutes remaining in the opening period. We are 1-1. The Caps out shooting the Flyers 8-7. Alex Ovechkin down the left wing boards in the offensive zone, pinched there by Sanheim. Sealer takes over for the Flyers, using the left wing flank to get it to Delorier, who's been among the league leaders in fights this season. 44 likes to rumble. There was a heavy hit delivered along the dasher as Oshie cleaned out Lucas Sedlak.
Sedlak going to the bench too, holding his mouth.
Strome knifing between defenders. Ovechkin trailing the play, made one extra pass, trying to hook up with Oshie. Back come the Flyers, 3-on-3. Right wing side, nice move. Bellows to the front door, just missing for Delorier as this winds up in the Washington bench for a whistle. 5 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in period one. The boys getting a little frisky. The linesman will get in there to keep the peace as we will step away. A 1-1 hockey game. More in the first on the Capitals Radio Network, driven by Kia.
My heart was racing just making spaghetti. I could have waited to tell my doctor, but I didn't wait.
I was short of breath just reading a book. I could have delayed telling my doctor, but I didn't wait.
They told their doctors and found out they have atrial fibrillation, a condition which makes it about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. If you have one or more of these symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, this is no time to wait. Contact your doctor.
Brought to you by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Hi friends, Keith Hernandez here to tell you about a great pain reliever called Salonpas Pain Relieving Patches. Salonpas is pain medicine in a patch. You stick it right on sore muscles for up to 8 hours. Research has shown that people that use Salonpas reported less pain with improvement in mood, sleep, and the ability to work. Wish I knew about these in my playing days. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
For your first period scoreboard, here's Ben Raby.
14 other games, a busy Thanksgiving Eve around the NHL. Among the games we're keeping tabs on, the hottest team in the league, New Jersey Devils, seeking a 14th straight win. They have some work to do. They trail the Toronto Maple Leafs 2-0. First intermission in New Jersey. John Tavares' 12th goal of the season. Elsewhere, Pittsburgh Penguins a 1-0 lead over the Flames after one in Pittsburgh. Bruins and Panthers tied at 1 second period in South Florida. Boston a league best 17-2 on the season. Coming up, first intermission. 15 years ago today, a big day in Capitals history. It was the NHL head coaching debut of the Gapster, Bruce Boudreau. We'll dig into the archives, relive one of the big moments in Capitals history. We'll do that after one, Joe.
Ben, we look forward to seeing Bruce Boudreau when the Caps make their way west. Long 6-game, 12-day road trip looming, including a stop in Vancouver. For the moment, the Capitals are in a 1-1 draw with visiting Philadelphia. 5:15 to play in the opening period. Frost for the Flyers, Johansson for the Capitals. Just 22 seconds after Marcus had a goal overturned due to a distinct kicking motion, he did tally on the power play to level the count at 1. The puck is in the Flyer defensive zone. At right point, it's Jensen for the Capitals. Left side, Faravari, long wrister block. Jensen follows the rebound, works to the heart of the defense. Top of the right circle drive that's snared by Sandstrom on a BB sent his way. Marcus Johansson's in a shooting mood.
What a nice job. Jensen on that one. A little stop. He stops on a dime, fires it over to Mantha, the one-time shot. And Mantha had Sandstrom out. Sandstrom got lucky, hit him right in the middle. As Mantha puts his head down, realizing he missed a great opportunity.
Anthony Mantha points in 3 of his last 5 outings. His first ever NHL game came at Philadelphia with the Detroit Red Wings back in March of 2016. Right circle draw belongs to Sherry. On the left point, it's John Carlson's blast that's blocked. Played off the window and back onto the Washington side of center. Gustafsson retreats into his own zone. Left shooting defender, Gustafsson. To the right shooting John Carlson, who places it in from the center ice red line. Off the back dasher, Ristolainen on it for the Flyers. Turned it over. Dylan Strome, right wing circle. To the right wing corner for Ovechkin, who's in a stick duel there with Sanheim. 4 players in that quarrel. Sherry plays it to the left point for Gustafsson. Feed it back to Connor Sherry. Right point, Carlson. Sherry, right down Broadway, forced away by Ristolainen. At the midpoint, it's Ovechkin, 64 feet from the goal. Alex Ovechkin towards the cage. It's blocked. The rebound kept at the left point by Carlson. Washington still at the offensive end. Gustafsson crisscrossing. Carlson closing. Fires! And it's flagged down with a glove by Sandstrom.
Good shift out there. Good movement. Little crisscrossing. Up around the blue line. Till something opens up and Carlson finally fires it. But Philadelphia back on their heels that whole shift.
Felix Sandstrom, 25-year-old netminder for the Flyers. Native of Sweden, 1-4 this season. Save percentage is below 90. He has stopped 9 of 10 so far in this opening period against Washington. Caps getting the draw. The trail official has spotted a penalty here. Penalty coming up for a high stick. Referee Brank is going to check on the defender, Nick Seeler. This call is against Washington.
Washington, number 15, 2 minutes for high sticking.
You got to be responsible for your stick. Sonny gets it up high. You're not moving your feet enough. That's how you get those. You got to move your feet. Can't be reaching with your stick.
D'Angelo Hayes, Noah Cates, Morgan Frost on ice for the Flyers. Skating 5-on-4 in this 1-1 hockey game with 3:40 left in the opening period. Washington a man down. Philadelphia 2 for its last 23 heading into play this Thanksgiving Eve. Tippett revs it up through center. Dodges Hathaway down the left wing flank. Pulls up at the left circle. Plays it back to the point. Deflected away. And the Flyers have to rewind all the way back to Sandstrom in their D zone. 90 seconds left in the minor to Milano for high sticking. D'Angelo worms his way through center and drops it to Tippett. Right shooting winger works down the right wing boards, leaves for Hayes. Neutralized by Sherry. Hayes didn't get it through Sherry on the pass. Taken back by Trevor Van Riemsdyk. And around the wall, Jensen has it in the D zone. He'll blast it all the way down. Sherry wins the race back behind the Flyer goal. Comes up with the puck for Washington, offensive zone, right wing corner. 1-1 game, 2:45 left in the first.
Good PK so far. Nice aggressiveness by the Caps. Philadelphia can't even get it set up.
More than halfway through the man advantage are the Flyers, dressed in white, skating left to right in this opening period. Ivan Provorov, who's their ice time leader, plays it down the left flank. Picking up speed, Lazinski plays it hard around. Sanheim's waiting along the wall. Carlson on the intercept for Washington back behind Kemper's net. John Carlson has room, and he'll shovel it all the way back into Sandstrom's neighborhood. Caps out shooting the Flyers 10-7. Milano in the sin bin for another 23 seconds. Sanheim posted up in neutral ice. Forced back by Marcus Johansson, who has the tying goal for the Caps. Morgan Frost started the scoring for Philadelphia before we were 6 minutes old. Sedlak rolls one towards the slot in front of Kemper. He'll play at left wing boards. Man advantage time dwindling. Milano is up at the penalty box door. He'll leave, and the Caps are back to even in full strength. Right wing circle. Sedlak flattened there by Jensen. Good hit along the boards. Johansson will capture Delorier like a guided missile after him. He knocks down number 90 in red. Snapshot here from the wing. That was blocked. McEwen's bid didn't get through. Flyers working right wing corner. On the overlap, Ristolainen activates in from the point, but Trevor Van Riemsdyk was waiting. Van Riemsdyk, we spoke with him earlier. He says brother James is on the mend. One of many Flyers out of the lineup recovering from surgery.
Yeah, it's too bad. They always like to play against each other.
Ovechkin down the left wing boards in the Flyer zone. Centering pass to the slot. D'Angelo guides it away. 1 minute to go in this opening period. Slipped in towards the cage. Kemper will guide it to the turning John Carlson. Uncontested, he'll make his way to center. Strome didn't nudge it through the Flyer defender. Quick counterattack. Tippett plays it up on the wing. Nothing there at the attacking line for Noah Cates. Carlson gets another chance, failed to clear. Tippett for Frost. There's Carlson again on the job. Along the left wing boards, Owen Tippett to the goal mouth on a timing play, just touched wide by Noah Cates. 25 seconds in the period. 1-1 hockey game. John Carlson trapped behind the net below the goal line. This is chopped out to center by Mantha, taken on the run by Strome at the center red line. He'll clear it in. Final 10 ticks of the period. Winding it up, it's Hayes. Moseys his way through center, 3 seconds left. Ran right into a double team. The Caps on the takeaway. Eller, not enough time to pull the trigger from center. We played 20 minutes. Deadlocked at 1.
Oh, not a bad period for the Caps. Solid falling behind. They get a nice one power play goal back. It's a physical game, obviously. They see if they can pick up offensively and put a few more shots on Sandstrom.
Folks, the Caps didn't score in that last minute of the opening period, but when they do score a goal in the last minute of any regulation period, folks, you can get a free 6-piece chicken McNugget with a minimum $1 purchase tomorrow, only on the McDonald's app. 1/3 of the way through regulation, 1-1 your score. Frost for the Flyers, Johansson for the Capitals. Ben Raby is coming up during the first intermission. We will look back on a memorable day in Caps history some 15 years ago. 1-1 after 1. Stay right there on the Capitals Radio Network, driven by Kia.
Caps fans, let the bets begin with the greatest sports book of all time, Caesars Sportsbook. Download the app today, register, deposit, and bet on your Capitals or whoever else you like right from the palm of your hand. Or get your bets down at the Sportsbook at Capital One Arena. Must be 18 or older to gamble in D.C., 21 or older in Virginia. Gambling problem? D.C., call 1-800-522-4700. Virginia, call, text, or chat 1-888-532-3500. Caesars Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the Washington Capitals. Your app is ready, Emperor. Energy Transfer is proud to support the Washington Capitals. We're excited to join Caps fans across the country in cheering them on this season. As a company, we believe in giving back to communities across the country by giving millions of dollars annually to national and local organizations serving our military, first responders, at-risk youth, disaster relief programs, environmental conservation efforts, and cancer research. On behalf of the Energy Transfer family, let's go Caps.
Ideation through innovation and integration. That's not hockey coaches speak, but the way we work at Epic Concepts. At Epic Concepts, we provide IT solutions of the highest caliber. We'll work with you from the start to understand your requirements and work continuously until you are thrilled with the result. Epic Concepts provides the ability to create integrated turnkey IT solutions for simplifying everything from acquisition to deployment. Epic Concepts is a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business. Find out more at Epic. That's EPOCH Concepts.com.
With our newest unlimited plan, everyone's welcome. Introducing Welcome Unlimited from Verizon for just $30 a line per month for 4 lines with autopay plus taxes and fees. Our best priced unlimited plan ever.
Power up the caps with Power Up Premium Trail Mix. Made with delicious ingredients you can see and pronounce. Power Up carefully crafts each mix using high-quality nuts, fruits, and seeds, but it's not your ordinary trail mix because they're using ingredients like walnuts, papayas, mangoes, and the finest dark chocolate for a mix that fits any snacking occasion. So grab a bag of fresh-tasting Power Up Premium Trail Mix today for an uncomplicated, uncompromising treat. Available locally at any Giant or Wawa store.
Data security threats are reaching unprecedented levels, targeting private sector, government agencies, and individuals. At ID Technologies, a CACI company, we've applied our 20-plus years of experience to develop the Archon Solution Suite, empowering your remote teams to work securely from wherever they are, keeping your mission-critical data safe every step of the way. NSA, CSFC compliant, quickly deployed, factory ready at enterprise scale. Visit idtech.com. Brought to you by ID Technologies, a CACI company, along with Dell Technologies. Innovation fueled by experience.
The name is Visionary Technology Consultants, value-driven information technology services. VTC will deliver inventive technology solutions at a reasonable cost. VTC's approach to enable and deliver customer success is straightforward and very effective. Why not find out more at VTCcorp.com? VTC, in partnership with Dell Technologies, helping agencies meet the challenge of the constantly evolving IT landscape during these difficult times.
Hi, this is TJ Oshie, and you're listening to Caps Radio 24/7 and the Capitals Radio Network.
On the drop pass, Bellows. Keeper Bellows fires. That's erased. Follow-up chance. Also blocked by the sliding Oshie. After Van Riemsdyk and Irwin had to give up their bodies defensively in front of Kemper.
How about TJ Oshie coming up? He's been out 11 games and sacrificing his body trying to block a shot.
Good to see TJ Oshie back in the lineup tonight for the Capitals. Oshie returning after an 11-game absence with a lower body injury. Oshie and the Capitals taking on the Philadelphia Flyers. An annual tradition in these parts. It's the Capitals' home game on Thanksgiving Eve. Capitals and Flyers tied at 1 after 20 minutes of play. Morgan Frost scoring for the Flyers. Marcus Johansson a power play tally for the Capitals. And again, the 1-1 tie through 20 minutes of play here at Capital One Arena. So welcome you back to the broadcast booth. Ben Raby back with you for the first intermission. We say hello to our listeners tonight in D.C. 106.7 The Fan, also aboard Sirius XM Channel 204. Online as always, Caps Radio 24/7, CapsRadio247.com. Both the Capitals and Flyers looking to snap their recent winless skids. Capitals on a 4-game losing streak. Flyers winless in their last 7 games overall. And the Capitals with the reinforcements tonight in the form of TJ Oshie. Very noticeable, very active in that first period. In typical TJ Oshie form, he's not easing his way into this game by any means, bringing the energy as he typically would. A block shot, as we heard right there, off of Kiefer Bellows. Drew a penalty on Justin Braun, a tripping call. On the ensuing Caps power play, Oshie picked up an assist on the Johansson power play tally. Oshie later had a big hit on Philadelphia's Lucas Sedlak. Oshie, in the first period, skated just under 5 minutes, had 1 shot on goal, the 4 hits, the block shot, the assist as well. So little of everything from TJ Oshie in that first period. And the fact the Capitals scored on the power play, noteworthy as well. The Capitals had been in a 1-for-26 funk with the man advantage the previous 6 games. They convert on their only power play chance here tonight against Philadelphia. Caps 1-for-1 with the man advantage. They are 2-for-2 in shorthanded situations. Shots on goal even at 10 apiece. And again, the Capitals and Flyers tied 1-1 on the big boys scoreboard through 1 period of play. We will take a timeout. When we come back, we will dig into the archives. This date in Capitals history, 15 years ago today, a significant day in franchise history. We'll dig into the archives. We'll have the details next on the Capitals Radio Network, driven by Kia.
With one of the best savings rates in America, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than choosing Slash to be in your band.
Next up for lead guitar. You're in.
Cool. Yep, even easier than that. And with no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
With Metro's $2 fares, you can say goodbye to high gas prices. Peace out to parking fees. Sayonara to crazy surge pricing. And say hello to savings. Metro's $2 fares start on weeknights after 9:30 and all weekend long. Ride, save, explore. Metro.
Giant is hiring right now. Full and part-time positions are available at a store near you. Giant has also increased their starting pay rate for many positions with additional compensation based on experience. They're looking for store and warehouse associates for all shifts at all levels. Plus, Giant delivers associates and CDL drivers. Pick up extra hours every week or start a new rewarding career at Giant. Opportunities are available across the company. Apply online at giantfood.com/careers.
Attention commercial businesses and high-rise building owners. Do you want a 100% tax write-off? Recent tax reform laws allow businesses and building owners a 100% tax write-off to install and retrofit fire sprinklers. That's right, a 100% write-off. Go to sprinklerfitters669.org, click on your city, town, or region, select a contractor, and schedule an estimate. The 100% write-off basically gives you free fire protection. Install fire sprinklers now. Sprinklerfitters669.org to save lives and protect property.
Welcome back, Capital One Arena. The Capitals and Philadelphia Flyers tied at 1 after 1. Morgan Frost, his third goal of the season for the Flyers. Marcus Johansson, a power play tally for the Capitals, his 5th of the campaign. Meanwhile, we teased it earlier, 15 years ago today, this date in Capitals history, November 23rd, 2007. These same two teams got together at what was then known as Wachovia Center in Philadelphia, and it was a significant day in Capitals history as we dig into the Capitals radio archives.
Now it's time for This Day in Capitals history.
Ovechkin on the right wing wall, driving toward the net, out in front. Wrister, they score! It's Nicklas Backstrom, and the Capitals have won here in overtime. What a play by Alex Ovechkin. The pass did not get through. It bounced right back to Nicklas Backstrom, and the Capitals have handed Bruce Boudreau a victory in his first game behind the bench.
First of all, I remember when Bruce took over, and the first 22 games, I think I was playing very limited minutes, and then he came in. He put me right on the first power play. I got some more ice time, play with Alex too. So I just remember it was a good feeling to score the goal, and it was a good start for that year for our new team.
Reflections there from Nicklas Backstrom, thinking back to this date 15 years ago, November 23rd, 2007. Backstrom on his 20th birthday with the overtime winner that afternoon. That was a Black Friday matinee at Wachovia Center in Philadelphia. Steve Colby had the call that day on the Capitals Radio Network, securing Bruce Boudreau's first career NHL win. The Gabster getting the win in his NHL head coaching debut. He had taken over. He was hired on Thanksgiving Day after the Capitals had relieved Glenn Hanlon of his head coaching duties, and Bruce Boudreau reflecting as well on that moment when at long last he got the call to the NHL.
Well, I remember jumping on the bed with the family. I remember it was probably the most exciting time of my life, in my hockey life anyway. It was tremendous, and for 4.5 years, it was awesome here.
I don't know what you packed, huh? How long was it?
I didn't know. I don't even know what I packed. I mean, I just got there, and I brought a suitcase up to Kettler, and I saw Brooks Lake, and he said, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "I don't know yet right now." And I went in there, and we had 30 minutes to practice. So I mean, it was quite a hectic morning.
Did you believe that team could make the playoffs when you took over, and how kind of rough it had been for them the first, say, 7 weeks, 8 weeks of the season?
Yeah, and I honestly did believe that. I mean, I think we had to win 12 out of our last 13 to do it, but the first thing I remember telling them is I was here in training camp, and I thought these guys were really good. I don't know what happened, but I think the thing they needed to do is start to believe in themselves. And once they started to believe in themselves, they realized they were a good team. I mean, we had some budding superstars, and Nicky hadn't played much, and Mike Green hadn't played much, and all the other guys that I'd had in Hershey, or the young guys were sort of didn't have a lot of confidence. And when I got here, they seemed to take off and play their game. It was really good.
Bruce Boudreau turning those Capitals from worst to first. He took over a last-place team in the Eastern Conference, guided them to a 37-17-7 record. The Capitals ultimately ending the year winners of 7 straight. They needed to win all 7 of those games down the stretch to secure a postseason berth on the final night of the regular season. They clinched the Southeast Division, the first of 4 straight division titles under Bruce Boudreau's watch. And among the players on that team, one of his former players with the Hershey Bears, Brooks Laich.
So I remember that morning coming to the rink. Obviously, we had been underachieving for what the expectations were. And I believe we actually might have started the year 3-0. But we were underachieving, and I was walking to get a stick. And the doors opened coming from the rink. And in walked Bruce carrying some luggage. And I just looked and said, "Bruce, what are you doing here?" And he just kind of smiled and he just kind of shrugged and walked past me and into the coach's room. And that's kind of when I put 2 and 2 together, and I was like, oh man, I think Coach Hanlon has been relieved of his duties. And for myself, had mixed emotions. I had won a championship with Bruce in the minors, so I knew what he was capable of. But at the same time, you always have a special place in your heart for the person that puts you in the NHL. And Glenn Hanlon was the first guy that gave me a shot in the NHL, changed my entire life.
Some of the thoughts there, Brooks Laich from the archives. One of those young guns, along with Ovechkin and Backstrom and Semin and Mike Green among the headliners for that team that would ultimately go on to win the Southeast Division in 2008. So Boudreau got the promotion from AHL Hershey. But we wondered years ago in chatting with former Caps GM George McPhee, was there anybody else on the radar? If it wasn't Bruce Boudreau getting the call from Hershey, who was maybe next in line for the potential to take over that young and up-and-coming Capitals team?
Well, we really liked Bruce from the first time we ever interviewed him for the job in Hershey, and then he went in and did an outstanding job in Hershey. And when we did make the change, really thought that he was capable of coming up and doing a good job. Really thought that it would inspire the 6 or 7 guys that had already played for him in Hershey to have him come in and take over. And he came in and took over, and we were good right away and just played better and better and better as the season went along. I did talk to one other person, and that was Pat Quinn. But I told Pat that I think Bruce is a heck of a coach, and if he gets this team going, then we're just going to let him keep going. And so I called Pat a few weeks later after I saw the way that the team responded, and told him that Bruce is going to be our permanent head coach.
Turned out okay for Bruce Boudreau and the Capitals. 4 straight division titles, a pair of Eastern Conference regular season crowns, and a President's Trophy. That said, for context, Pat Quinn, the late Pat Quinn, that was a Hall of Fame head coach, enjoyed great success with, among other teams, the Vancouver Canucks and the Toronto Maple Leafs in the early 2000s. But Bruce Boudreau's NHL head coaching debut 15 years ago today, November 23rd, 2007. As for the here and now, Capitals and Flyers tied at 1 after 1. Second period with Joe B. and Ken up next on the Capitals Radio Network, driven by Kia.
Just this side of heaven lies a glorious winter escape, where snow-covered landscapes are a playground for outdoor sports enthusiasts. Heighten your senses in 1.5 million acres of uncrowded parks and public land. Come see why exhilaration beats hibernation in the mountain beauty of West Virginia. Plan your almost heaven escape at wvtourism.com.
The National Air Traffic Controllers Association are essential frontline aviation safety professionals who proudly work to oversee the busiest airspace in the world. Our nation's aviation system is an engine that drives our nation's economy. NATCA safely guides people and cargo through the skies 24/7, 365. As air travel continues to grow, NATCA is committed to your safety. Visit them at natca.org. NATCA.org. NATCA guides you home.
At CDW, we get your employees need their data to go where they go.
That's why we started tattooing company data right on them. Ow. Now they have permanent access.
Ouch. Well, at CDW, we can transform your data center painlessly, on-prem and in the cloud, with a Dell technology solution so your data isn't just available, it's powerful.
Whew. I was about to get these Q4 financials tattooed on my neck.
Close call. For technology that moves you forward, trust Dell Technologies and IT orchestration by CDW. People who get it. Learn more at cdw.com/DellTech.
The Washington Capitals are back on the ice, and this season you can be in the stands to experience it all live. Shop a wide variety of seats for every match from Ticketmaster, the official ticketing partner of the Capitals in the NHL. And make sure you don't miss a single moment. And rest assured, if your plans change, Ticketmaster has you covered. You can securely sell your seats to other fans with just a few taps. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com/caps.
Both teams back on the playing surface. The Washington Capitals working left to right in the second period, dressed in red. Philadelphia in its reverse retro uniform. Mostly white jersey, a splash of orange down the sleeve. The pants are black. The socks are white and black. Felix Sandstrom in the net to our right. Darcy Kemper in the cage to our left. It's a 1-1 hockey game as the second period resumes. This game between Washington and Philadelphia, one of 15 on the slate. Only Los Angeles and Tampa Bay are idle on this Thanksgiving Eve. The Capitals along the left wing boards at the offensive zone lose possession. McEwen back through center, makes the handoff to Noah Cates. McEwen, top of the right faceoff circle, guarded by Gustafsson. As we begin this second period at even and full strength 5-on-5, the Flyers have only killed 50% of their shorthanded situations in the last 6 games. They surrendered a power play goal to Marcus Johansson in the first. Morgan Frost had the even strength goal for Philly that started the scoring in this 1-1 outing. Sherry from right wing to left. It'll get away from Ovechkin at the end of his shift. The Capital captain jumps the boards as the Flyers put it back into the Washington zone for just a second. Countering, it's Milano at the offensive end. Good sweep check there by Sanheim, and it's taken to safety by Frost. Frost right up the gut with Farabee, shoulder to shoulder to the left wing corner with Nick Jensen. Round and round they go. TJ Oshie has returned to active duty tonight for Washington. Great news. The feisty winger missed 11 games due to injury. Snapshot from Jensen that's knuckling in there and punched out of play by the netminder, Sandstrom.
See if the Caps have a little jump here in the second period. Not a bad first period. They let the first goal in, but power play was on cue. And now they got 5-on-5. Just keep pressuring. TJ Oshie's looked good, Joe. For a guy who's been out for 11 games, not too many guys can come in and you can kind of see the rust, but doesn't look rusty at all.
And he doesn't look like he's holding back at all. He's his usual self, ornery along the boards, active in front of the goal, and that always does draw a commotion when 77 is out there in red. Kuznetsov attempting to win the draw. Evgeny Kuznetsov on the season at 47% before play began tonight. Flyers have possession of the puck down the left wing and neutral ice. Sealer sends it hard around. About waist high on the boards. Kemper gets back to the post and makes a pad save. The Capitals have the rebound, looking for the quick exit through neutral. Nick Jensen paddles it along the left wing boards. It bounces loose. Kuznetsov's in on his backhand, and he yanked that one wide on the stick side of Sandstrom.
Boy, he's so calm. Kuznetsov gets that. Looking at his eyes, just calm. Doesn't panic at all.
Lazinski sweeps back below the goal line in the Flyer D zone. At the left point, Faravari for Washington. Keeps it on the outside. Kuznetsov feeds. Johansson's alone in the slot area and had it blocked. His wrister knocked down Justin Braun. Braun slow to get back up onto the ice for the Flyer defense. Mantha will skip a man midpoint to Faravari. Left point wrister on the way, dips wide on the glove hand side of Sandstrom. We are 1-1, 2.5 minutes into the second period. Washington pressing at the offensive end. Scampering in from point position, Van Riemsdyk, the New Jersey native, Middletown, New Jersey, about 90 minutes or so away from Philadelphia. This is deflected out of play. The fans and the Caps want a delay of game. No such call being made by the officials tonight.
No, the officials right on it, all four of them looking at it, did. No problem there, but defensively, we mentioned the draws of Kuznetsov, just under 50%. Such a big thing. I mean, in certain parts of the game, in terms of your own neutral zone, having a power play, you win that face-off instead of them winning it and killing 30, 40 seconds. So it's a big part of the game people don't realize.
Ken, Kuznetsov and all of the Caps center icemen have been better in this month of November than they were at the outset of the season.
They sure have. I mean, they've really picked it up, and it makes a difference. Instead of chasing, you have puck control.
Alex Ovechkin, low left wing circle, jammed a shot wide at the right point. Carlson fires right into the breadbasket of Sandstrom. Folks, it's time for all the small Cap fans to get in the game with the Caps Kids Club. For just $25, your membership includes exclusive merchandise, free skate passes, invitations to special kids events, a team store coupon, and more. Visit washcaps.com/kids to become a Caps fan for life. That's washingtoncaps.com/kids club. Alex Ovechkin with an assist on the power play goal of Johansson in the first. Johansson's fifth from Obi and Oshie. Frost from Sanheim and Farabee. We're tied up at 1. Down low deflection, try Strome. Answered by Sandstrom, and he'll melt the rebound under his glove.
Oh, that was a good play. Strome going to the goal. Sandstrom, that's not controlling those rebounds very good. Comes up, the puck hits his pad, pops up. Strome takes a whack at it out of the air, but in the right spot at the right time. It's just a matter of just putting it in behind him. His rebound control hasn't been great so far in this game.
Sandstrom savvy playing for the first time in some 10 days.
That explains it.
Lost to Dallas in his last outing. His first ever NHL win came at St. Louis's expense. Faceoff is to his right. Johansson against Hayes. Philadelphia gets control of the draw. Ristolainen for McEwen. He'll chop it back into the Washington zone. Left shooting defender Eric Gustafsson is parked behind Darcy Kemper. Kemper trying to win for the 6th time for himself this season and grab Washington's 8th win. As this is dumped in, it winds up off of the rink for a whistle. Face-off to come in neutral ice.
Well, the referee, the linesman over here, I think the glass is broken where it hit over there. You have a better view than me, Joe, on that one where Carlson tried to dump that in. I think he broke the glass.
The officials now seeing the evidence of that. Defenseman Tony DeAngelo was talking with Shandor Alfonso, and definitely members of the operations staff are on their way towards the Washington bench. And we may have a delay here to replace the plexiglass that's basically to the left of backup netminder Charlie Lindgren on the Washington bench. It has a star pattern break in it from the dump in. That was a dump out. 1-1 if you're just tuning in with us. Frost on the board for the Flyers. Johansson for the Capitals. That was a power play goal. We're going to step away, take a timeout, get you back to Capital One Arena in just a few moments on the Capitals Radio Network that's driven by Kia.
If you believe every dog deserves a loving home, you're in good company. Pedigree Foundation has given over $9 million to help dogs since 2008. Last year alone, they awarded $1 million in shelter and rescue grants. They're hoping to do even more this year, but they need your help to do it. You can donate at pedigreefoundation.org or shop at dogsrulestore.com for t-shirts, hats, and other merch that celebrates our furry friends. All proceeds support the foundation's work to end pet homelessness. Every dog deserves a loving home. You can help make that happen when you adopt, volunteer, or donate. On behalf of the Capitals and Pedigree Foundation, thank you for your support.
Caps fans, let the bets begin with the greatest sports book of all time, Caesars Sportsbook. Download the app today, register, deposit, and bet on your Capitals or whoever else you like right from the palm of your hand. Or get your bets down at the Sportsbook at Capital One Arena. Must be 18 or older to gamble in D.C., 21 or older in Virginia. Gambling problem? D.C., call 1-800-522-4700. Virginia, call, text, or chat 1-888-532-3500. Caesars Sportsbook. Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the Washington Capitals. Your app is ready, Emperor.
Just this side of heaven lies a glorious winter escape, where snow-covered landscapes are a playground for outdoor sports enthusiasts. Heighten your senses in 1.5 million acres of uncrowded parks and public land. Come see why exhilaration meets hibernation in the mountain beauty of West Virginia. Plan your almost heaven escape at wvtourism.com.
Hi, this is TJ Oshie, and you're listening to Caps Radio 24/7 and the Capitals Radio Network.
Washington Capitals have not had the lead at any point in 5 of their last 6 games heading into play tonight. Nobody has the lead in this one. We're deadlocked at 1. This game brought to you by Capital One, offering checking and savings accounts with no fees or minimums. What's in your wallet? Tied up at 1. We've had a delay for a plexiglass repair. Small pane of plexiglass to the right of the Washington bench has been repaired, and play will resume in neutral ice of a 1-1 game. Shots on goal favoring the Caps at this point, 13-11. Washington gets Calgary here Friday at 2 p.m. The Flyers, they'll host Pittsburgh at 5:30. Cross-state rivals matching up on Friday.
They've had some heated games, those two teams.
3.5 minutes into our second period, 1-1 the score. Provorov, left wing boards in the defensive zone. Delorier dishes through center. On the run, Kiefer Bellows is there. Hard hitting as Dowd goes down in a heap after he bumped into Delorier. Bellows to the front, looking for the redirect of Sedlak. It's punched aside by the goalie stick of Kemper, and the Caps will flee the zone through center. Hathaway plays it cross ice from right to left, and Irwin will scoop it into the Flyer zone. D'Angelo absorbs a hit from Hathaway, gave it up to Alexei Protas. Hathaway points it, left point Gustafsson, all the way cross ice, right point Karlsson. Gustafsson drifting to the right point himself. They get into the rotation for Kuznetsov. Right circle drive, stick save Sandstrom, and the rebound's out of play.
Like I see the Caps, when they get that cycle going, Philadelphia just collapses in front of their goaltender. Ton of room on the outside to make things happen. The Caps continue to do that. Philadelphia, though, they're living dangerously doing that.
Flyer team that's dropped 7 of 10 on the road this season, 3-4-3. Getting ready for a defensive zone draw to the left of Felix Sandstrom. Sandstrom backed up by Carter Hart. Hart, who has lost his last 5 decisions, had played the last 4 games prior to this one. Kuznetsov working in right side. Threw it right through the goal mouth. Didn't get the shot on cage. And Sanheim leaves his zone for the Flyers at the Washington blue line, left wing boards. He's looking for Noah Cates. Surrounded by Gustafsson. Help comes from Karlsson back behind Kemper's net. Flyers and Caps are 1 apiece. 4.5 minutes into the second. Karlsson just ladles this one to center. TJ Oshie looking skyward. A very eventful opening period for TJ in a lot of different ways. You'd expect nothing different as he returns to the active lineup after missing 11 due to injury. This is the 8th game that Dmitry Orlov sits out on the injured list. Rasmus Ristolainen collects. Right-handed shooting defender will scoop it to center and all the way down. It'll drift wide of Kemper and be icing against the Flyers.
Ristolainen, big defenseman, a big signing. He comes over. Just a solid defenseman. I don't know why Buffalo gave up on him, but I like the way he plays. He usually hits a lot. Big, tough guy to play against.
Man's a monster. In his second year with the Flyers, he turned 28 last month in Rasmus Ristolainen. 1-1 Caps and Flyers. Right wing draw, offensive zone for Dylan Strome. He lost it there. Strome, though, recaptures along the wall. Sanheim shoulder to shoulder with him. Hayes will clear for Philadelphia. As it's dropped into the zone by Ristolainen, John Tortorella wants the line changed for Philly. Sweeping back through center, Faravari. His pass is off the boots of Brown. Patrick Brown, who missed the first 16 games with a back injury for the Flyers. Sealer is in his own territory, left wing side. Philadelphia clears through center. Jensen gets on his horse for Washington, back into his own zone behind Kemper. Rolls it on around, intended for Ovechkin, shoulder to shoulder there with Braun. The two teams continue to play 5-on-5. We're 1-1, nearing the 6-minute mark of the second. High slot wrister turned away. That's Jackson Cates, just back from the American Hockey League. He played 3 of the first 4 games at the NHL level, joining his younger brother Noah in the Flyer lineup. The healthy scratch taken out, Max Willman for Philadelphia. Washington scratching Joe Snively, Nicholas Aubé-Kubel, and Alex Alexiev tonight. Flyers backing off.
Connor McMichael, Joe, getting a goal in Hershey, so revving up his offense a little bit.
Love to hear it. On the move, Farabee on the cutback move there, looking for Tippett. A spinning backhand that goes wide of the goal. Johansson protecting the house. Takes it through center for Washington. Marcus Johansson scaling in. Provorov there to intercept him as Tippett sends it on around behind the cage, guarded by Sandstrom. Through center, Farabee. One more looking for Frost to the outside. Rattled there with Van Riemsdyk. Along the left wing, Dasher. Frost spun around by Anthony Mantha. They continue to pitchfork it free, and it's Matt Irwin twisting behind Kemper to start the breakout. Irwin's pass, Mantha bump set to Van Riemsdyk, right wing entry. Trevor Van Riemsdyk hits the brakes, throws one to the front. Angled away by the goalie stick of Sandstrom and out of play.
Oh, it's a nice job just going towards, throw the pucks towards the goaltender. You never know what's going to happen. You got nowhere else. Just throw it towards the goalie, see what happens. You had a guy in front, Sandstrom misses that, possible deflection. But the Caps are finding their way. They're getting behind the D of the Philadelphia Flyers. If they can passes, they can get those timing down, they're going to have a lot of scoring opportunities.
That's the voice of Ken Sabrin. I'm Joe Beninati with you inside of Capital One Arena. 1-1 hockey game, 12:58 to go in the second. Caps and Flyers, who will renew acquaintances on December 7th at Wells Fargo. That's the end of the Caps' super long 6-game trip ahead. Delorier dumps it in from center ice. Along the boards, Oshie reverses the flow to Irwin, back behind Kemper's crease. Matt Irwin distributes for Van Riemsdyk. Trevor Van Riemsdyk fidgets in front of his own goal, then plays it right wing side for Kuznetsov through center. Oshie on the entry, didn't dodge Sedlak cleanly, who got a hip on him. Kuznetsov to the front, and right there, station to station, was Ristolainen. Delorier down the right wing flank will clear it in. Flyers in the middle of a line change. Irwin, who turns 35 at the end of November, finds Oshie. He'll drop it off. John Carlson will take his sweet time to clear for Washington as we hit the 8-minute mark of the second period, deadlocked at 1. Oshie knifing into the offensive zone, scoops it towards the front, punched away by Braun. He's in a board battle with Dowd. Dowd and Protas there for Washington. Played on around. Cates, it's Noah that is. Sealer for the Flyers, right wing corner as Sandstrom looks to his right from the Flyer goal. Shots on goal are 14-12 favor Washington. Both tallies in this hockey game coming in the first. Carlson at the right wing corner. Carlson from a severe angle lets it go. He changed that angle and had it blocked by Braun. Dowd has the rebound. Skip a man on through. Right point. Carlson fires. Rejected by Sandstrom. The rebound's loose. McEwen has it for the Flyers. There is a whistle. The trail official has spotted a hook. Penalty call coming up against Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, number 61. 2-minute minor penalty for hooking.
Good puck movement by the Caps on that one. Nice little job. Looks like Braun takes down Dowd, and the Caps go right back to the power play. Didn't take them long the last power play.
Not at all. They actually struck twice. They had one of them overturned for a kick-in by Johansson. Then he factored in 22 seconds after that, taking one right off the goal line that was headed to be an Ovechkin marker. It turns out to be Johansson from Ovechkin and Oshie. 1-1, Washington in the red sweater, skating left to right in the second period. On the man advantage, Carlson, right point, works the line laterally to the midpoint. Left face-off circle, Ovechkin in his office. Carlson playing catch with Strome, top of the right circle. Carlson straight away, they play patty cake. Strome lets it go, glove save by the netminder Felix Sandstrom. John Carlson unloads, stick save Sandstrom to the corner boards and spun out of there by Lucas Sedlak onto the Washington side of center. Nearing the midway mark of regulation time, 1-1. Oshie had it knocked off his stick by Provorov. Good keep in by Carlson. The Caps on the power play for another 80 seconds. Brown rolls it around the boards, didn't get it out. Loose puck there. Oshie fires. That's deflected over top of the goal. Recovery belongs to Johansson at the midpoint for John Carlson. Left face-off circle, Ovechkin. Carlson one-hands it. Strome inching towards the goal. Strome pulls up. Isolating on 2 Flyer defenders. Dylan Strome still with it. Inside. Just snapped wide there as Oshie opened up. Showing that good footwork in the bumper position. Carlson right point. Stepping in. One-time swing and a miss from TJ. 48 seconds left in the man advantage. Good zone time here for the Caps. Dylan Strome takes it off the right wing boards. His pass, he forced that one. Delorier clears it.
Yeah, he tried to force that one over to Ovechkin. You just can't do that. I mean, they're moving around nice. You got to take Ovechkin away. Like there's guys open. TJ Ocean's wide open.
Strome, nice passing combination with Johansson. Follow-up chance, Ovechkin. Denied by Sandstrom, and he'll hang on. Friends, behind every great team is another great team. At MedStar Health, we're proud the Capitals and their fans choose us for their medical care. That's the power of trust. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
No, again, the movement, a good movement by the power play, getting the puck around there. I like that Strome's calling his own number. If they're going to give you that, it's just like Kuznetsov walking off the sideboards, take it. You know, force these guys to play you.
One thing we noticed, Ken, about Dylan Strome, he's pretty good with a puck on his backhand. Makes very nice relays, saucer passes, skips things around nicely when forced to his offside. Gustafsson straight away midpoint, top of the right circle. Kuznetsov with a drive through a screen. Milano was camped out. That one buzzed wide of Sandstrom. Caps at the tail end of a man advantage. They're second on the night. Kuznetsov's pass gets away from Milano. He took his eyes off of it. Just now, Braun is standing at the penalty box door. He's back on the ice for Philadelphia. It's 5-on-5.
Sandstrom lost his stick, too. He doesn't have it again.
Closing in 3-on-3. Kuznetsov on a whirling backhand pass that misfires for Milano. Sherry crunched to the boards by Sedlak. Kuznetsov turns one towards the front of the goal, batted away, and skated through center by Farabee, who'll clear in. 9 minutes left in the second. 1-1 hockey games. Frost for the Flyers. Johansson for the Caps. Tip at speed. Didn't get a lot of mustard on it. That slapper goes wide of the goal. Sherry from right wing to left. Van Riemsdyk crosses the center ice red line, and he'll dump it in.
The Caps doing a pretty good job keeping that puck away. Only 12 shots. You're over halfway through the game. Kemper not too busy this period.
Capitals up to 20 on their side of the ledger. Jensen maneuvers out of his own zone. Faravari down the left wing boards. Neat move to the middle. Mantha finds Jensen for a drive, and that's gloved by Sandstrom. Break time inside of Capital One Arena. Washington won. Philadelphia won. Back with more on the Capitals Radio Network, driven by Kia.
What does it take to win? Hard work, teamwork, and trust. At MedStar Health, we're proud the Capitals choose us for their medical care. For generations, the DMV has trusted MedStar Health. We provide the same quality care to the Caps and their fans. Because every big win is built on trust. MedStar Health. It's how we treat people.
With one of the best savings rates in America, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than choosing Slash to be in your band.
Next up for lead guitar. You're in.
Cool. Yep, even easier than that. And with no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
Martin's Famous Potato Rolls is proud to be the official potato roll for Capital One Arena. What makes Martin's Potato Rolls and Bread exceptional? Their potato rolls and bread are made with only high-quality ingredients that provide a sweet, buttery flavor and soft, pillowy texture that will add a golden touch to any culinary creation, from simple sandwiches to gourmet meals. When only the best will do, be sure to serve Martin's Potato Rolls and Bread. Pick up a pack today. To find a store near you, visit PotatoRolls.com.
Capitals and Flyers are tied up at 1. Top of the hour time now. Time to pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Capitals Radio Network, driven by Kia.
The best hockey.
All three here. Canucks are back. Shen, in, Shen, Perron, Schwartz, they score!
Sirius XM NHL Network Radio.
It's Frederick.
On a Thanksgiving Eve, Capitals fans having a great time inside of Capital One Arena, enjoying a 1-1 game, the first of 4 meetings between the Caps and Flyers. Face-off to come at the offensive end for Washington. Lars Eller to take it for the Caps in their red sweaters, blue pants, red, white, and blue socks. Along the right wing side, it's Johansson, midpoint for a snapshot there from Faravari that's deflected over top of the net.
You can just feel it, Joe, right now. The Caps feeling it right now. The Philadelphia just struggling, hanging on.
As the Flyers dump it all the way down for icing, Ken, it would be just great to see the Caps grab a lead, not have to chase a game.
Exactly. Grab a lead, or, and then bring it into the third period, force the other team to get out of their element, but see how they play. They can lock it down, play a little more defense if they had to, but they got to get them 1 or 2 more here.
You could grab a lead after 2. Philadelphia's lost 7 of 8 when trailing after 2 this season.
With all the injuries and all the goal scoring out of the lineup, they're not built to come back.
Snapshot from deep deflected. It was John Carlson from the left point that ricochets wide. Dylan Strome, left wing boards with Carlson, south of the goal line, intended for Ovechkin, as he locks horns with his Russian countryman Ivan Provorov. 2 teams are at even and full strength, 5-on-5 in this 1-1 game. Ovechkin drifting in on his backhand, follow-up off the inside of the post. Dylan Strome had Sandstrom beaten there. On the glove side, he hit the iron. Farabee counterattacking for the Flyers on the drop. Snapshot is knocked aside by the blocker glove of Darcy Kemper. Working through center, Sherry opening up a 3-on-3. Cross ice, Ovechkin fires! Sandstrom at the top of the paint makes the save at his right knee, and he'll hold.
Nice vision by Sherry on that one. Catching Ovechkin coming in trailing, but going cross ice. Ovechkin takes that shot, looks up at the sky, not happy with that. Realize that's a great opportunity, and Sandstrom shuts the door on him.
Ovechkin, Ken, leading the Caps in goals. What else is new? 6 of his 9 have come in the second period this season. Looking for another second period salvo right there. Nick Dowd excused from the faceoff dot by the linesman Travis Toomey. Hayes will take it now opposite of Alexei Protas. Philadelphia gets control. Right wing boards, Ristolainen did not clear. Nick Dowd below the goal line, plays it all the way to the right point for Jensen. Jensen so elusive, great move, works in. Snap pass, cross ice, Sandstrom the save on Faravari, and the rebound was off the skirt of the goal. At the right point, it's Jensen. Deal it to the right wing corner to Alexei Protas. Double team comes from the Flyer defense. Jensen activating Dowd. Dowd over skates, and Hayes will work the other way. Slow developing 3-on-3. Not going anywhere for the Flyers at the Washington blue line. To the right wing corner, McEwen loves to forecheck, loves to grind it out along the dasher. Left wing point, it was Sealer who snuck in to punch it down low. Goal line extended to Kemper's right. At the left point here, long wrister Hayes was blunted by Hathaway, and Jensen scoops it to center. Just over 6 minutes with which to work in the second period of a 1-1 game. Frost for the Flyers, Johansson on the man advantage for Washington. Both back in the first. Nick Jensen operating to Kemper's right, comes cross ice. Faravari clears it down the left wing. Hathaway steers it in, then looks for the line change. Sealer taking it left wing boards for the Flyers as they work right to left in the white jerseys in the second. Irwin threw a sturdy hit there. He knocked down Lazinski. Washington on the recoil, looking to clear the zone. Kemper looking to his right. Irwin there was upset by the Lazinski lift check. D'Angelo, right point, maneuvers away from Milano. D'Angelo, crafty as always at that blue line. Bunted back for Provorov. Top of the right face-off circle. A whirling jerk there on Van Riemsdyk. The Flyers say it's in, and it is. The officials pointing to the puck that's behind Kemper in the net. And the Flyers grab the lead at the 14:33 mark of the second.
Well, Provorov just grabs that puck. It just kind of like a spinorama, throws it towards the goal, and it finds its way in behind Kemper. I mean, a good play by D'Angelo over to Provorov. He bang down. Quick spinorama, throws it in there, and finds its way, deflection. Squeezes right between his legs.
Center iceman Patrick Brown was poised in front. It looked like it hit him, and then squirted through after the backhand bid from Provorov. Brown was shoulder to shoulder with Irwin. It appeared to click off of 38 in the white. Provorov did the heavy lifting on that play, and Philadelphia takes the lead as the officials come over to the Washington bench.
That'll be Brown's first goal if it's credited to him. Looks like it may have went off him.
Philadelphia, the third different team with which Patrick Brown, the 30-year-old Michigan native, has worked. Philadelphia gets the advantage as the puck is in the Washington defensive zone. Not for long. Gustafson's long clearing attempt on the money for Johansson down the left wing boards. Playing catch with Eller, top of the left circle. Rotates to the midpoint. Crisscrossing there, badgered all the way by Sanheim. 2-1 Flyers, 5 minutes to go in the second. This one on the roof of the goal. Centering pass that winds up on the roof of the net long enough for a whistle. 4 minutes, 57 seconds to play in period 2. A chance for us to step aside. 2-1 Flyers on the Capitals Radio Network, driven by Kia.
Charging a cell phone can be like getting a booster shot. A booster is given to enhance or restore protection after a primary series vaccination, which wanes over time. Schedule an appointment when you are eligible. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
Hi friends, Keith Hernandez here to tell you about a great pain reliever called Salonpas Pain Relieving Patches. Salonpas is pain medicine in a patch. You stick it right on sore muscles for up to 8 hours. Research has shown that people that use Salonpas reported less pain with improvement in mood, sleep, and the ability to work. Wish I knew about these in my playing days. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Truck drivers are critical to our nation's economy and growing infrastructure. Did you know trucks are involved in 1/3 of fatal work zone crashes? Let's help keep them safe on our roads. All drivers should stay alert, slow speeds, and keep their distance to stay safe in work zones. Paid for by FMCSA.
For your second period scoreboard, here's Ben Raby.
14 other games, busy Thanksgiving Eve around the NHL. Among the other early starts we're keeping tabs on, New Jersey Devils, they're seeking a 14th straight win. If they're to get it, they're going to have to earn it. They trail the Toronto Maple Leafs 2-0, third period at Prudential Center in Newark. Elsewhere, the Penguins and Flames tied at 1 after 2 in Pittsburgh. Florida Panthers a 4-1 lead over the Boston Bruins. 1 goal, 2 assists each for Matthew Tkachuk and Sasha Barkov. Boston entered play a league best 17-2 on the year, and the Buffalo Sabres a 4-1 lead over the St. Louis Blues. Third period in Western New York. Joe.
Ben, great to be with you side by side in the announce position here in the radio booth. Wishing that John Walton were with you, filling in for John tonight. Hopefully you and Ken and John are reunited on Friday afternoon, the day after Thanksgiving, when the Caps get the Calgary Flames. If you're just tuning in with us tonight, 2-1 Philadelphia. Patrick Brown has been credited with the second Flyer goal at 14:33. Provorov and Delorier setting it up. As this puck dribbles back to center, right in front of the Washington bench, crossing over to play it at the Caps' blue line is Gustafsson. For John Carlson's advance, knocked out of the air by McEwen. Back come the Flyers, right to left in the white sweaters. Hayes drops it into the corner for Noah Cates. On the job there defensively, Dylan Strome for the Capitals. Washington at 7-10-3 trailed the Flyers by 1 point on the Metro Division standings at the start of play. As this is launched into the zone, it's gloved by Sandstrom in net tonight for the Flyers. He'll hold on.
Well, not a bad play there, jumping up as Strome's going towards the goal. He flicks it up high. Sandstrom bobbles at it all. It's a tap in for Strome going towards the goal. But Caps got to get some going. Offense going to 5-on-5. Firing the pucks.
Folks, all the action brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Discover what happens when rugged capability meets true performance. Learn more at Kia.com. Kia, movement that inspires. Left wing circle face-off for Lars Eller in the offensive end. Gets it back to the point. Faravari leaves it back behind the goals. Sandstrom now looking to his right as his Flyer brothers look to get it out. This one bounces to his doorstep. D'Angelo on his backhand. Plays it to the left wing boards, but not through Jensen. Marcus Johansson, good forechecking, persists for the Capitals. As this is glanced back to center. Less than 4 minutes to go in period 2. 2-1 Philly. The Flyers are 5-0 this season when leading after 2. Provorov stacking things up at the blue line, leaves it there for Morgan Frost. He'll pitch it into the Washington zone. Jensen looking over both shoulders as Jackson Cates drew a bead on him. Anthony Mantha, sauce pass for Johansson through center. Cutback move from Lars Eller to the middle. Left shooting center iceman plays it for Van Riemsdyk down the left wing boards. A jitterbug move to the backboards. Playing catch with Lars Eller. Sweeps one to the goal mouth right on through. Mantha lets it fly. Missed it on the short side, blocker side of Sandstrom. 2-1 Flyers. Washington working at the offensive end, 3:15 left. On the wall, Braun goes round and round. 4 players below the goal line. Referee Kendrick Nicholson encouraging them to play it. Still loose, still free. 5 and 6 players now in that scrum behind Sandstrom, who looks to his right. Out of the pack comes Mantha, bumped by Sealer. Sealer pinching Big 39 in the red to the boards. Capitals fighting for every inch of ice, and it's finally Owen Tippett who will clear for Philadelphia back into the Washington zone. Capitals badly out shooting the Flyers in this second period. Washington with 13 shots to Philadelphia's 4. Van Riemsdyk dumps it in for Washington, then exits stage left for the line change. The puck is in neutral ice, not for long. Oshie on the advance. Curls a pass to Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov defended by Ristolainen. All the way to the right wing boards. Flyers look to get it out. Oshie says not on the first try, but Sedlak will work his way through center to clear in. 2:05 left in the middle frame. A delayed penalty call is coming up here. The Flyers think they have another one. A goal, that is. The puck was put in, but the whistle had been blown with exactly 2 minutes to go in the second. Philadelphia goes shorthanded.
Philadelphia number 23, 2 minutes interference.
Well, the interference call, now the Capitals, we talked about trying to get something going here. Try this up before the third period. You mentioned, Joe, Philadelphia pretty good when they have a lead going into the third period. I'm sure they'll lock it down pretty good.
Sabby, you and I were in John Tortorella's press conference earlier today, and he said we cannot, underline, cannot give Washington anything for free. We're not equipped to do that. They don't want to give up a soft power play goal here late in the period, leading by 1.
Well, exactly. And taking an offensive penalty, that's going to drive Torts crazy.
Washington won the draw, but it bounces all the way back into the defensive zone where Carlson will swing behind Kemper. John Carlson winding his way through center, dishes it back to the Washington blue line. Overlapping Oshie through center with Johansson as Marcus goes driving to the goal. The Oshie pass never arrives, and it is cleared on down by Noah Cates. Kemper will tee it up, wait for the turning Carlson. 90 seconds left in the power play. Just about that very same time left in the period. Ovechkin sweeps it on around. 18 career power play goals for the grade 8 at Philadelphia's expense. This one's bounced out of play. It was deflected, so there will be no delay of game against Philadelphia.
Well, the Philadelphia Flyers have killed 40 seconds here. The Caps haven't been able to set it up, so you win the face-off, set it all up, snap that puck around. The big unit's still out there. TJ Oshie going to try to win this draw.
Flyers have not been healthy on the PK, Kenny.
No.
This Philadelphia team's allowed a power play goal, including tonight, in 6 of its last 7. Back behind the Flyer goal, Brown races to it. It was his tally that's given Philadelphia the lead. John Carlson at the midpoint, top of the right circle, Strome. Carlson straight away, right-handed shooting flamethrower for Washington. Strome, low right wing circle. Waits, looking for a seam. Carlson fires, blocker pad save Sandstrom. Rebound touched away from the pack, but not clear. From glove to stick, Carlson plays it outside. Right wing for Strome. On the interchange with Johansson to the midpoint for Carlson. He and Ovechkin flip-flop at the point. Strome feeds a pass broken up by Morgan Frost with 40 seconds to go on the man advantage. Strome delayed on the entry there, forced back by Brown. Dylan Strome dancing with it at the attacking line. Ovechkin gets it in, plays it to the backboards. 2-1 Philadelphia, 28 seconds to go in the period. That's the remaining time on the power play, and it's punched loose by Brown all the way back into the Washington D end.
Well, a lot of perimeter stuff on that power play. Not a whole lot to the interior. Still got time for one more rush.
2-1 Philadelphia. Kuznetsov on the advance. Last call for Washington. Kuznetsov, right point. Top of the left circle. Ovechkin fires. Looking for the tip in there was Oshie. That went right by him. And it's sent all the way down by Philadelphia. That'll do it for 2 periods in D.C. with the Flyers in front by 1, 2-1.
Well, the Caps have their work cut out for them. Not a bad. They had that opportunity, 2-minute power play. Couldn't get anything on it. Now they got to work in the third, down by 1.
Folks, you can show your Caps pride. Become a partial plan holder today. As a partial plan holder, you'll be able to choose from the pre-selected 5 and 10 game static plans, or you can build a custom flex plan with 5 or more games. You'll also receive priority playoff ticket access. Tickets starting as low as $59 per game. For more information, visit washcaps.com/partials. Philadelphia on top 2-1 after 40. Ben Raby coming up with that second intermission report. A look back on the first 40 tonight and a peek around the league when we continue on the Capitals Radio Network, driven by Kia.
With Metro's $2 fares, you can say goodbye to high gas prices. Peace out to parking fees. Sayonara to crazy surge pricing. And say hello to savings. Metro's $2 fares start on weeknights after 9:30 and all weekend long. Ride, save, explore. Metro.
It's time to take a new look at cybersecurity. A living security system from Trellix makes threats not just a cause for concern, but an opportunity to better your business and face your future with confidence. Threats are evolving, and so can you. Incidents are on the rise. Make sure your business can rise above them. Trellix. We bring security to life.
Attention, veteran plumbers and career-minded young adults. The plumbers of Local 5 Washington, D.C. want you. If you're looking to be trained by the industry's very best and for the most competitive benefits package, retirement plan, and hourly wages, look no further than Local 5. Whether you're a veteran plumber or a young adult starting a career, you can change your future for the better. Contact Local 5 today at local5plumbers.org. That's local5plumbers.org.
There's a new way to win cash instantly. Play e-instant games from the DC Lottery online anytime. Immerse yourself in an interactive gaming experience. Unlock the door to winning up to $100,000. Register today and you can double your first deposit up to $250. E-instant games from the DC Lottery. Online anytime at dclottery.com. Terms and conditions apply.
Caps fans, let the bets begin with the greatest sports book of all time, Caesars Sportsbook. Download the app today, register, deposit, and bet on your Capitals or whoever else you like right from the palm of your hand. Or get your bets down at the Sportsbook at Capital One Arena. Must be 18 or older to gamble in D.C., 21 or older in Virginia. Gambling problem? D.C., call 1-800-522-4700. Virginia, call, text, or chat 1-888-532-3500. Caesars Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the Washington Capitals. Your app is ready, Emperor.
We owe so much to our heroes in uniform, but when they come home, what awaits them? We Union, plumbers, fitters, welders, and service technicians offer training and a career. Our VIP program, Veterans in Piping, provides opportunity for a future of rewarding work. End users and contractors, please partner with us in putting these dedicated, highly trained veterans back to work. Everyone wins. Learn more at UA.org.
From the electricity out on the ice to the roar of the crowd in the stands, there's nothing quite like Washington Capitals hockey. And this season, you can be there live to cheer them on. As the official ticketing partner of the Capitals in the NHL, Ticketmaster has you covered with the largest selection of seats at a wide variety of price points. So get off the couch and get into the stands. Grab great seats to see the Capitals today at Ticketmaster.com/Caps.
Dylan Strome, left wing boards with Carlson, south of the goal line, intended for Ovechkin, as he locks horns with his Russian countryman Ivan Provorov. Two teams are at even and full strength, 5-on-5 in this 1-1 game. Ovechkin drifting in on his backhand, follow-up off the inside of the post. Dylan Strome had Sandstrom beaten there. On the glove side, he hit the iron.
There he is, Joe Beninati on the call tonight in for John Walton. Hope to hear from John as soon as Friday when the Capitals return home to take on the Calgary Flames. But that highlight right there, Alex Ovechkin, that number one line, they've been noticeable tonight. Ovechkin, Dylan Strome, Connor Sherry, some quality looks from that trio, but unable to finish at even strength. And the Capitals collectively, they have some work to do tonight as they continue to trail the Philadelphia Flyers 2-1 after 2 periods of play. Morgan Frost and Patrick Brown, the goal scorers for Philadelphia. Marcus Johansson, a power play tally. He the lone goal scorer so far tonight for the Capitals. Caps are out shooting the Flyers 25-15 for the night. Capitals tilting the ice in their favor in the second period. But again, looking for the finish as they trail the Flyers 2-1 on the big boys scoreboard. As we welcome you back to Capital One Arena, Ben Raby back with you for the second intermission. An early happy Thanksgiving to all our listeners. It's an annual tradition in these parts, Thanksgiving Eve, and a home game for the Capitals. And tonight, both the Capitals and Flyers, both teams, looking to get back on track. The Capitals entered play tonight having lost 4 straight, 5 of 6, and 9 of 11. The shorthanded Flyers, meanwhile, they limped into this one winless in their last 7, an 0-5-2 record over that 7-game stretch. But as we take a look at the scoring summary and the highlights of this one, Philadelphia Flyers would open the scoring in the first period just over 5 minutes into the game.
Rasmus Ristolainen bumps it for Farabee. Dangerous winger, working back through center on the hop. It's Morgan Frost at the attacking top left circle. It bounces off of Kemper and in. Frost, wrister, squeaks through, and the Flyers grab the lead at 5:27.
Yeah, just an innocent play on that one. Frost coming down the wing, left wing. He just fires it. He has nowhere else to go. He fires it. Kemper makes a stop, but loses it. It goes up, it crawls right over top of him and just in the back of the net. Unfortunate bounce for the Caps. One Kemper would like to have back.
Now, well said there from Ken. Morgan Frost coming down that left wing. It looked innocent enough. A wrister in transition, and Kemper, he got a piece of it, just wasn't able to hang on, and it did trickle past the goal line. Philadelphia Flyers, for just the 6th time in 20 games this season, they had themselves an early 1-0 lead, and from a Caps perspective, a common theme of late, the early deficit and having to play catch-up. At that point, the Capitals had been outscored 10-0 in the first period over the course of their last 5 games, but the Capitals would respond from the Morgan Frost goal. Midway through the first period, it was TJ Oshie back in the lineup tonight. He would draw a Justin Braun tripping penalty, and on the ensuing Washington power play, Marcus Johansson on the doorstep, able to finish off the sequence for his 5th goal of the season. Ovechkin and Oshie with the assist. So TJ Oshie, his first game back, draws a power play, picks up a secondary helper on the ensuing man advantage opportunity. So we were tied at 1, stayed that way into the second period. In the second period, again, the Capitals tilted the ice in their favor. They outshot Philadelphia 15-5 in that middle frame here tonight, but it was the Flyers with just over 5 minutes remaining in the second period who would restore the 1-goal lead on another innocent-looking play that Darcy Kemper, objectively speaking, might want to have back.
D'Angelo, crafty as always at that blue line. Bunted back for Provorov, top of the right face-off circle. A whirling dervish there on Van Riemsdyk. The Flyers say it's in, and it is. The officials pointing to the puck that's behind Kemper in the net. And the Flyers grab the lead at the 14:33 mark of the second.
And there it was, Patrick Brown with 5:27 remaining in the second period, picking up his first goal of the season from in close, finishing off a play. Ivan Provorov, the primary assist. Nicolas Deslauriers, a secondary helper. No assist on the play for Tony D'Angelo, but he did a good job in the offensive zone for the Philadelphia Flyers, keeping that sequence alive. It was good puck movement from the Philadelphia Flyers. You credit them. Capitals were caught chasing a little bit in their own end, and despite a very strong opening 15 minutes to the second period from the Capitals, they again found themselves down by 1, 2-1 Philadelphia at that point, and that remains the score through 40 minutes of play. The Capitals 1 for 3 on the power play. Philadelphia 0 for 2 on their man advantage opportunities. We'll see what the Capitals have in store in the third period. Again, this is a Philadelphia Flyers team with a very depleted, shorthanded roster. Capitals dealing with the injury bug as well, but it's a Philadelphia Flyers team that entered play tonight, having allowed 4 or more goals over the course of that 7-game winning streak. Each of the 7 defeats, they allowed 4 or more goals. Capitals unable to have the finish here tonight. Felix Sandstrom turning aside 24 of the 25 shots the Capitals have thrown his way. 2-1 Philly after 2. Take a look at a busy night on the out-of-town scoreboard when the second intermission continues on the Capitals Radio Network, driven by Kia.
It's always the right time deal.
Hey, want to go to Mickey D's for lunch?
Ooh, let's go now.
But it's not lunchtime yet.
If we're going to McDonald's, it's always the right time.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with that.
There's a deal for every lunch hour at McDonald's.
And there's a classic for every craving. Mix and match 2 for just $3.50, like a McChicken, a McDouble, or a hot and spicy McChicken. Price and participation may vary. Single item at regular price. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Most people don't know what a steam fitter is. More importantly, what we do and how much it impacts you. Just take a moment to think about what your world would look like if you didn't have the ability to generate electricity, to have heating or air conditioning, microchip production, internet service, web-based storage, cellular service, and frozen or refrigerated produce. Could you imagine? And these are just some of the things that we impact. Please visit steamfitters-602.org and let's talk about how we can bring value to you.
This fall, you can enjoy summer a little longer in Ocean City, Maryland. Enjoy cruising the boardwalk on bikes and casting a line while soaking up some sunshine. Enjoy seaside shows at the new Performing Arts Center and epic days on 17 championship golf courses. Enjoy warm ocean water, wide open beaches, and the wild ponies on Assateague Island. When you're ready to squeeze a little more fun from the summer season, come enjoy a carefree fall in Ocean City, Maryland. Book your stay at OCOcean.com.
Giant is hiring right now. Full and part-time positions are available in a store near you. Giant has also increased their starting pay rate for many positions with additional compensation based on experience. They're looking for store and warehouse associates for all shifts at all levels. Plus, Giant delivers associates and CDL drivers. Pick up extra hours every week or start a new rewarding career at Giant. Opportunities are available across the company. Apply online at giantfood.com/careers.
Hi, this is TJ Oshie, and you're listening to Caps Radio 24/7 and the Capitals Radio Network.
On the drop pass, Bellows. Keeper Bellows fires. That's erased. Follow-up chance. Also blocked by the sliding Oshie. After Van Riemsdyk and Irwin had to give up their bodies defensively in front of Kemper.
How about TJ Oshie coming off? He's been out 11 games and sacrificing his body trying to block a shot.
How about TJ Oshie? His first game since October 29th, returning after missing 11 games with a lower body injury. He's been noticeable. He's been engaged. A team-high 6 hits. The block shot you heard right there off Kiefer Bellows in the first period. Oshie also drawing a penalty, picked up an assist on the ensuing power play. TJ Oshie very energetic, very engaged here tonight. And fortunately for Oshie and his teammates, they continue to trail the Philadelphia Flyers 2-1. After 2 periods of play. Taking a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, 14 other games, busy night on the circuit, including in Newark, New Jersey, where the Devils looking to extend their franchise best winning streak. They're going for a 14th consecutive win, but in tough at home against the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Tatar checked along the wall. It's a puck battle for it in the corner. Holla mixing it up there. Devils come away with it. It's Smith, and he'll work the puck away, but Kerfoot's there. Battle for the puck along the wall again. The Devils cannot get it out, and here comes Holmberg. He shoots. He scores.
That was a call on the Devils Radio Network. I don't think Chico Resch was too impressed with that turnover right there. Toronto taking a 2-0 lead. John Tavares also with his 12th of the season in that one, and the Maple Leafs continuing to lead the Devils 2-0. It's now 2-1. New Jersey has just gotten on the board with 11 minutes remaining in the third period. 2-1. Toronto leading. Elsewhere in the third period, the Penguins and Flames tied at 1. Jan Ruda, his 3rd of the season. for Pittsburgh. Elsewhere in South Florida, the league-leading Boston Bruins, 17-2 on the year, visiting Matthew Tkachuk and the Florida Panthers.
Just behind the net, Reinhart. Back up top it comes. Left circle, Barkov. Saucered out in front, deflected, they score! That was Matthew Tkachuk. He was positioned off the near post, turned the blade, angled it up and just over Jeremy Swayman. 4-1 Panthers.
And that was Judd Surratt with the call. Boston's 98-5, the Sports Hub. Matthew Tkachuk, Sasha Barkov, each with a goal and 2 assists. Panthers continuing to lead the Bruins. It's now 4-2, 8 minutes remaining in the third period in that one. Elsewhere, late third period in Raleigh, the Arizona Coyotes a 3-0 lead over Carolina. Canadians leading the Columbus Blue Jackets 2-1, 5 minutes remaining in the third period in that one. New York Islanders playing host to Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers.
Here is Noah Dobson. Again, he has both goals at home on the power play the Isles have this season. The Lee at left point, now high slot for Barzal. Right circle, hits a man in Pajot in front for Lee. He scores! Power play goal for the captain! And that to the shorty by J.G. Pajot! And it's 2-0 New York!
Chris King, the call on the Islanders radio network. Pair of goals for J.G. Pajot. Islanders now leading the Oilers 3-0 third period in New York. Here on Thanksgiving Eve, the Capitals trailing the Philadelphia Flyers 2-1 after 2. Joe Beninati and Ken with the call of the third period. It's up next on the Capitals radio network, driven by Kia.
The last thing you need to deal with in your home are uninvited pests. Call Pest Management Services, Inc., the official pest control company of the Capital One Arena, to take care of any of your pest issues. This family-owned and operated company is always defending stadiums, arenas, and homes from pests that include spiders, ants, mosquitoes, bed bugs, termites, rodents, mold, and our COVID disinfectant spray. While the Caps rock the red, let us stop pests dead. Call us today at 703-723-2899 for a free inspection or visit our website at mypmsi.com.
As our country recovers from the pandemic and as air traffic continues to come back, aviation is a vital economic engine. You can depend on the National Air Traffic Controllers Association and its 20,000 aviation safety professionals who work hard 24/7, 365, safely moving passengers, crew, and vital cargo. The members of the National Air Traffic Controllers Association, NATCA, guide you home safely. Visit them at natca.org. That's natca.org.
At Leidos, we put technology to work on the front lines. Whether we're helping the military stand up a new application or creating efficiencies in our nation's infrastructure, our technology-driven solutions are helping to make the world safer, healthier, and more efficient. It's important work, and it never stops, because failure is not an option. Visit us at leidos.com.
With one of the best savings rates in America, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than choosing Slash to be in your band.
Next up for lead guitar. You're in.
Cool. Yep, even easier than that. And with no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
It's been a busy day inside of Capital One Arena. Earlier, college basketball involving the Hoyas and AU. So they have turned the refrigeration up, I'm sure, doubly on Ken Sabrin, who's shivering in the corner.
As long as you guys are warm, that's the main thing. Nice and toasty up there.
It's 100%, 75 degrees up here. Sweating, actually. Joe Beninati filling in for John Walton, wishing John the best and hopefully a speedy and full recovery. Hope to have him with you and Kenny and Ben on Friday.
I'm sure he's warm where he is right now, too.
No doubt. As the third period gets rolling, Washington skating right to left in the red jerseys. Philadelphia traveling to our nation's capital. They're in their reverse retros. The white sweaters. At the offensive end for the Flyers, digging deep, it's Noah Cates, left wing corner. Washington flings the puck back to center where Provorov will clear it in. Provorov helped set up the lead goal for Patrick Brown. in the second period. It's a 2-1 advantage for Philadelphia in this one. Only two teams not playing this Thanksgiving Eve. LA and Tampa Bay sitting this one out. Gustafson launching this through center on one big skip to the Flyer line. Backpedaling Sanheim, intended on the right wing boards for Tippett. Claimed by Nick Jensen, who hovers right in front of Darcy Kemper, in goal for the Caps. Felix Sandstrom at the opposite end for the Flyers. Tippett nearly ripped off right in front of the Philadelphia bench. Sanheim will play catch with Ristolainen down the right wing flank. This will dribble back into the Washington zone where Jensen maneuvers away from Patrick Brown. Nick Jensen slithers past Lazinski, goes right wing boards for TJ Oshie, who's returned to the lineup for Washington. Plenty of spirit in 77 in the red. Brown drops it off, right point, Braun fires, and that's eaten up by Kemper at his knees. He has it in the glove.
A nice stop by Kemper on that one. A little odd man rush created by the Flyers, and Kemper makes a nice stop. No rebound. See the desperation, Joe, in the Caps right now. Down by one. You outplayed the Philadelphia Flyers in the second period, but you find yourself down by one. So got to continue to work, put the pressure on them early.
Washington outshot Philadelphia badly, Ken, in that second period, 15-5. Flyers have had some issues this season with respect to falling behind to lengthy deficits. They've trailed 2-0 10 different times this season. That hasn't happened tonight. Going to the goal, Bellows knocked away by Kemper. There's a penalty against Washington in the first 2 minutes of period 3.
Referee give us the call here.
Washington, number 52. 2-minute minor penalty for hooking.
No, Bellows just takes that puck from the corner. That's what he does. He just power move, drives toward. Irwin gets caught in the scrum, puts a stick in there. I don't know. That's a scoring opportunity penalty on that one. He barely touched his stick.
Kiefer Bellows acquired by the Flyers off of waivers. Philadelphia to the man advantage 5-on-4 at the offensive end. Right wing boards, spinning away from pressure. It's Noah Cates. Noah Cates with Morgan Frost. They flood this side to the left of Kemper. At the right point position, D'Angelo did not keep it in. It's punched loose by birthday boy Garnet Hathaway, who turns 31 today. Happy birthday to Nicholas Backstrom, 35, sitting this one out. Injured Washington pivot. Tippett towards the goal. Knocked aside by Darcy Kemper. 1:23 left in the shorthanded situation. 17:43 in regulation. 2-1 Philly. Flyers skating 5-on-4. Delorier straight away. Hayes is top of the right circle. He buzzed that one wide on the glove side, and the rebound bounces off of the rink.
Now the Caps doing a good job on that one. Being very aggressive to the Flyers on their power play. As soon as the Flyers get the puck on the sideboards or anywhere on the blue line, they're going right at them, being aggressive, forcing the Flyers to make 2 or 3 good passes to beat them.
Sherry, Faravari, Carlson, and Eller. 4 out there protecting Kemper. A man down is Washington for another 70 seconds. This is a missed draw. They want to do it again to the left of Darcy Kemper. They'll put some time back on the clock as well. Lars Eller set to take the draw against Morgan Frost. Frost, who had a bad shoulder injury a couple seasons back. Eller gets the draw cleanly. Sherry rolls it along the right wing boards as Kemper looks to his right. Puck is back behind the Washington goal, golfed around and cleared by Faravari, the length of the pond.
Good hard work by the Caps on that one. Out-muscling the Flyers, winning the one-on-one battles along the wall.
Irwin serving another 50 seconds in the sin bin. D'Angelo through the middle of the ice at center. Goes left wing boards for Frost, who turns back to the Flyer line. On the advance, 23-year-old Owen Tippett drops it right wing boards to Hayes. Tippett resurfacing below the goal line, a centering pass. Knocked away from McEwen. Washington shorthanded another 30 seconds. Lars Eller jamming for it, took a slash at McEwen, and there's a penalty call coming up against the Tiger. It's against Washington. Sandstrom to the bench, extra attacker on, 2-man advantage for Philadelphia, 16 seconds. D'Angelo serves it. Hayes is straight away between the circles, a wrister that's blocked, as the Caps will go down 2 men for 10 ticks.
The Caps in some penalty trouble right
Washington,
now.
number 20, 2 minutes for slashing.
You slash, you break that stick, it's an automatic penalty. But Joe, you got to wonder, too, I got your thoughts on this one. The Flyers they killed probably 15, 20 seconds moving that puck around instead of having more of a 5-on-3 advantage.
I would have given it up right away.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand what they were doing there. Someone's taking a timeout.
Timeout has been called. 3.5 minutes into this third period. Folks, we're calling all pet owners. Register your pup for Caps Canines, the official dog club of the Washington Capitals. Caps Canines giving pet owners the opportunity to get involved with the Capitals through exclusive pet merchandise, events, and special offers. To learn more about Caps Canines, visit washcaps.com/Caps Canines.
We talk about face-offs. How important is this one right now? You win this face-off, you pretty much kill that 10 seconds, which is great, but they win it. They have time to set up a 5-on-3. Again, I don't understand why they wouldn't give that puck up and give themselves a little more opportunity.
If fans wonder why over and over we talk about the importance of special teams, not just during the regular season, not just during the Stanley Cup playoffs, but these are the points in the hockey game that matter most. Sure, we're a long way from the finish line, but things can change dramatically if Philadelphia were to convert. Washington does get control of the draw. It's pinned to the boards by Nick Jensen. The puck is to the right of Darcy Kemper. Matt Irwin is set free from the penalty box. It's a 5-on-4 now for the Flyers. As they continue to jam forward along the wall, Kemper looking to his right. It's bounced loose to Van Riemsdyk. Beautifully played on for Matt Irwin, and Irwin will clear to center.
Great hard work along the boards. Jensen just doing a great job, using his strength, keeping that puck alive, and just firing it down.
Owen Tippett will advance. Right shooting winger plays it down the flank. Flyers get the zone. Still 1:23 left in their 5-on-4 power play. DeAngelo closing. DeAngelo settles. He's guarded by Dowd between the circles. Top of the right circle for Hayes. Midpoint to DeAngelo, giving ground away from Dowd. Long slapper deflected wide. Taken off the boards by Hayes. Flyers working left to right here in the third period. DeAngelo at the midpoint. Hayes getting downhill, top of the right circle. Lets it go. Blocked by Van Riemsdyk. Among the Caps leaders in blocked shots, 57 in the red, and it's hoisted clear by Nick Jensen.
Again, a good job killing on that one. You know, the couple shots come in, but keeping them to the outside.
Lars Eller in the sin bin. Short-handed chance there. Sandstrom with a huge save. Carlson with a rocket. And he'll stop that, Will Sandstrom, after he stonewalled Kuznetsov point blank.
The Caps have 39 seconds to go to kill this. They got a little penalty trouble early in the third, but if they can figure this out, maybe the momentum switches towards them. Typically things even out, so if the Caps go somewhere, you could drive it in the offensive zone, maybe they get a penalty.
Terrific scoring chance there, shorthanded for Yevgeny Kuznetsov, who is yet to have an even strength goal this season. Couple of power play goals for number 92. Out there to kill the Flyers' remaining power play time, 33 seconds. Provorov leaves it. Through center, marching with it, it's Farabee, who has the puck right wing side for Sanheim. That pass back to the point was intercepted, and Kuznetsov drives Philly all the way back to Sandstrom. 2-1 Flyers. The lead goal provided by Brown. Patrick Brown at 14:33 of the second. Puck deflected in off of him, off of a centering pass from Ivan Provorov. Washington, some heavy lifting on the PK. A job well done there. Fans acknowledging that inside of Capital One Arena as the Caps are back to 5-on-5. Along the backboards, it's Faravari. Right wing side looking to clear on the backhand, didn't get it out. Gustafsson reversing his field, parked behind Kemper. Straight ahead to Dylan Strome, through center for Alex Ovechkin. Ovechkin playing it out wide, looking for Milano, back to the interior. Ovechkin didn't get it to lay flat. At point position, Gustafsson to the high slot, deflected. The puck has been bouncing a lot tonight. There was college basketball earlier in the day here at Capital One Arena as the Flyers send the puck to center with Lazinski putting a lot of heat on Van Riemsdyk. He'll work all the way into his own zone and leave it back behind the goal for Gustafsson.
Van Riemsdyk's so cool out there, so calm, with that puck. Very seldom makes mistakes. A solid defenseman.
Through center, Gustafsson on a left wing lead for Mantha. Mantha cut off at the pass by Provorov. Right wing boards in the Flyer zone, not for long, kick through center. It's Bellows working out wide. D'Angelo gets up into the flow from defense. Jensen is there to turn him back for Washington. The puck at center ice, Lars Eller. Leaving to Farivari. He'll scoot wide, right wing side. Left shooting defender, pinched to the boards by Provorov. 13-13 in regulation, 2-1 Flyers. Philadelphia in possession of the puck. Down the wing comes Jackson Cates, 2 years older than his brother Noah, also in the Flyer lineup. Both of those guys playing collegiately at Minnesota Duluth, NCAA champs. Point position, Farivari, right point, down the right wing boards. The centering pass is a beauty to the slot. Split save, Sandstrom. A marvelous pad stop with his left leg. Back to center, the Caps will rewind. Jensen coughed it up. On the go, McEwen, top of the right circle. Pad save, Kemper, big rebound. Rolls into the corner. Dynamite work from Felix Sandstrom a few moments ago. Flyers threatening again, a snapshot that's turned away. Blocked down in front of Kemper by the Washington defense. Ristolainen from right point to left to Sanheim. Gets around Mantha. Mantha with that long reach takes him to the boards. Washington has the puck. It's Jensen back behind the Capital goal. Nick Jensen on the delay. Caps will get some fresh folks over the boards. Ditto for Philadelphia. Just about 8 minutes into the third, 2-1 Flyers. The lead goal from Brown. Brown and Frost sandwiching strikes around a power play goal from Johansson. The Caps with the last best chance, though, a few moments ago, and Sandstrom with the tremendous acrobatics to keep Philly on top. Flyers will trickle this puck back to center. It's a foot race here. Touched on by Frost. Frost goes to the spin 180, then back to his forehand. A stick save for Kemper.
Good thing Frost didn't see Tippett there early, because he just taps that puck over. He's gone on a breakaway.
Kuznetsov looking to send in Oshie. Oshie taken to the boards. Kenny, at this point of the game with Oshie returning, is he going to start to feel it now after missing 11 games of inactivity?
Oh, I bet he is. You know, obviously you can work out and do as much as you can, but when you're hitting, the first period, he had a pretty active first period too, so I would think he's going to be a little tired. Wind, a little bit of getting in the hockey shape.
Oshie subbing out right now as the Flyers will clear it in. Patrick Brown doing the honors. Kemper will tee it up for a turning Irwin. Irwin flushed out from behind the goal. The puck on the left wing side for Ovechkin. As he works diagonally through center, Alex Ovechkin, right shooting winger, down the top of the right circle here. Double teamed all the way to the boards, back behind Sandstrom. And this puck will roll to center.
Yeah, you talk about TJ Oshie, Joe. I mean, load management. They always talk about that. They say, okay, we're going to monitor his ice time. But then now the Caps down, they got to play him. They got to put him out there a lot more than probably they wanted to.
Delorier parked in the offensive end for Philadelphia, left wing boards. Plays to Lucas Sedlak. They work the cycle play for Kiefer Bellows on his backhand. He'll twist it down low to Delorier, rugged winger, playing hide and seek with Farivari. At point position, Braun lets it fly. That missile went wide, stick side of Kemper. Bellows on his backhand, left wing boards for Delorier. Knocked aside, good hit by Farivari. Sturdy check there, loosened the winger up from the puck. Flyers will cruise back through center and reload in their own end. More than halfway through the third, Philadelphia on top by 1. Fans reacting to a big hit, another one from Farivari as he decked Bellows. D'Angelo reversing into the Flyer zone. Flyers working through center. It's picked off by Nick Dowd. Gustafson in his own end for Washington. Left wing lead for Dowd. Beaten to the punch there by D'Angelo as the Flyers will clear it in. This is icing against Philly. Caps fans, you can join us at the game with 10 or more of your closest friends and enjoy a ton of perks. Group tickets available, including ticket price savings, a free Caps hat for everybody in the group, and in-game recognition. For more info on booking your group to the next Caps game, visit washcaps.com/groups.
Well, the Caps got to find a way to get more shots on Philadelphia right now. Just not enough here in the third period. It seems like the Flyers have had the jump after they had those 2 quick power plays. The Caps haven't had a whole lot of offense.
Washington's shot counter is stuck at 3 in this third period. 28 for the game. Just 19 for Philadelphia. But they lead where it matters most, 2-1. Johansson down the right wing for Mantha. Cross ice is a beauty. It just bounced over the blade of John Carlson. Low left wing circle. Gustafson at the right point. Leave it south of the goal line. Mantha was twisted around by Sanheim, and the Flyers will clear. This will dribble all the way back. No icing against Philadelphia. Gustafsson will haul it out through center with Johansson. Marcus making a couple of men miss at the attacking line. To the point, right side for Carlson, left for Gustafsson. Slapper on the way. That was a slap pass, looking for a tip-in from Eller. No sail. 8:38 left in the third. Flyers have the 2-1 advantage. They've got Pittsburgh at Wells Fargo Center on Friday late afternoon. The same afternoon, the Caps will tangle with Calgary at 2 p.m. Eastern. Jensen finds it at his feet. Moves the puck to the wing. Oshie, just off the Washington bench, will retreat into the Capital D zone. Jensen's a right-shooting defender, zigzagging through center. He'll dump it in. Just over 8 minutes left in this one. 2-1 Flyers. Along the backboards, it's Nick Seeler. Badgered there by Oshie, who threw a sturdy shoulder check on him. Patrick Brown hits the throttle down the left wing for Philadelphia. Hooks off at the left wing circle. To the point, Seeler fires. That's blocked by Oshie. The rebound pinballs to the corner. Lazinski gathers in. Nick Jensen to the rescue for Washington. He and Oshie looking to clear. In tight quarters with Sedlak. Washington will roll the puck to center. Taken on the move by D'Angelo. Top of the right circle. Nice pass. It's gunned wide. Great chance there for Kiefer Bellows from 25 feet. Provorov midpoint lets this one go. It sails over top of the goal. 5-on-5 action continues relatively whistle-free in this third period. Now just 7:25 to go in the third. Delorier parked left corner. Trying to catch Kemper napping there. He threw it off the side of the goal. Provorov giving some ground. He'll backpedal through center to keep it for the Philadelphia Flyers.
That whole sequence starts because Jensen loses that puck and right at his own blue line allows the Philadelphia Flyers to come in with a head of steam.
Matt Irwin wrapped up with Delorier. Sherry continues to thrust right on in. Strome put it off the outside of the post. Dylan Strome just missed the mark there. 2-1 Flyers, 6:50 to go in the third. Loose biscuit at the right point. It's Van Riemsdyk. Little shake and bake around McEwen. Milano from the bad angle. Forced away by D'Angelo. D'Angelo down on his stomach to the left of Sandstrom. Sherry pouncing on that loose puck behind the cage for Washington. Turns to his forehand, twists it right on, and Sandstrom makes the save and the cover. We need a breather. 6:33 to go in regulation time. 2-1 for Philadelphia on the Capitals Radio Network, driven by Kia.
Attention commercial businesses and high-rise building owners. Do you want a 100% tax write-off? Recent tax reform laws allow businesses and building owners a 100% tax write-off to install and retrofit fire sprinklers. That's right, a 100% write-off. Go to sprinklerfitters669.org, click on your city, town, or region, select a contractor, and schedule an estimate. The 100% write-off basically gives you free fire protection. Install fire sprinklers now. Sprinklerfitters669.org to save lives and protect property.
When you drive the brand ranked #1 in dependability by J.D. Power, you can stop thinking about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today to see yourself behind the wheel of the brand ranked #1 in dependability by J.D. Power. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Kia received the fewest reported problems among all brands in the J.D. Power 2022 U.S. Vehicle Dependability Study based on 2019 models. See jdpower.com/awards for 2022 details.
Just this side of heaven lies a glorious winter escape, where snow-covered landscapes are a playground for outdoor sports enthusiasts. Heighten your senses in 1.5 million acres of uncrowded parks and public land. Come see why exhilaration beats hibernation in the mountain beauty of West Virginia. Plan your almost heaven escape at wvtourism.com.
Hi, this is Martin Ferrari. You are listening to Cavs Radio 24/7 and the Capitals Radio Network.
The Capitals have won 5 and lost 5 at home this season. Meanwhile, Philadelphia is on the road 9 times in the month of November alone. In this game, it's 2-1 Philadelphia. Just a reminder, Ben Ravy with you. Tune in for the National Air Traffic Controllers Association postgame show with Ben immediately following the game for highlights and scores around the league. Capitals faithful Kenny getting noisy during that last TV timeout and last radio break for us. They're trying to root their favorites into a comeback.
Yeah, trying to dig down deep here, find a way to get this thing done. I mean, this is a big game for the Caps. And then one more before they head out on that long road trip.
Flyers off the draw, sending the puck all the way down for an icing call. Another offensive zone draw for the Capitals with 6:25 to go. If you're just tuning in, Morgan Frost scored first for Philadelphia. Marcus Johansson tied it on the power play for Washington in the opening period. In the second, Patrick Brown from Provorov and Delorier, the only strike. Philadelphia has the lead where it wants it at 2-1.
The Caps got to pressure him. You know, play this last 6.5 minutes like the last 2 minutes when you're down.
Peter Laviolette playing a hunch here, Kenny. Laviolette going with Kuznetsov, Ovechkin, and Oshie as a trio.
Yeah, try something. The 5-on-5 has been dry. You got to get something going here, scoring.
John Carlson out of his own zone for Washington. Plays it to the right wing side for Gustafsson. The left-handed shooting defender will plop it into the Flyer zone. Ristolainen first on it, away from Oshie. Working down the left wing boards, now retreating to reverse his field. Sanheim uses the right wing boards. Carlson was there, but it is McEwen rolling the puck to center. 5:55 left in regulation in a one-goal game. Oshie, crafty at center. Throws a little stiff arm out there to hold off Noah Cates as the Flyers dump it in. They want to make Washington work the full length of the rink now.
Well, you're going to see a big dose of that here the last 5.5 minutes. They get over that red line. They don't have an odd man rush. It's going in deep.
You said it with the Flyers under John Tortorella. It's all about hustle and hard work. Scrappy Bunch has a 2-1 lead. Snapshot there. Ooh, that got through Kemper. Thankfully, it bounced wide of the outside right post. This is launched back to center. Tippett there, trapped along the boards with Lars Eller, and it squirts free. D'Angelo will take his time, move it down the right wing corridor. Tippett taps it, Frost one-on-one, blocked off by Gustafsson. And it winds up out of play for a whistle with 5:01 left and time for another break. The Philadelphia Flyers down the stretch, leading in our nation's capital 2-1 on the Capital Radio Network, driven by Kia.
Wawa hoagies are a winning pick for game day. Every hoagie's made with the ingredients you crave in varieties you love. From toasty cheesesteak to mouthwatering meatball, Italian, and more. There's a hoagie for every mood and every appetite. Order ahead, curbside, and delivery available on the Wawa app. When you're planning for the game, we have you covered with Wawa Catering. Make your game day a winner with Wawa hoagies, snacks, and drinks. Wawa is the official hoagie of the Washington Capitals. Gotta have a Wawa.
There's a new way to win cash instantly. Play e-instant games from the DC Lottery online anytime. Immerse yourself in an interactive gaming experience. Unlock the door to winning up to $100,000. Register today and you can double your first deposit up to $250. E-instant games from the DC Lottery. Online anytime at DCLottery.com. Terms and conditions apply.
The name is Visionary Technology Consultants, value-driven information technology services. VTC will deliver inventive technology solutions at a reasonable cost. VTC's approach to enable and deliver customer success is straightforward and very effective. Why not find out more at VTCcorp.com? VTC, in partnership with Dell Technologies, helping agencies meet the challenge of the constantly evolving IT landscape during these difficult times.
All-time meeting number 236 between the Caps and Flyers, longtime rivals. Top of the hour time for us to pause. 10 seconds for station identification on the Capitals Radio Network, driven by Kia.
The biggest names in the game.
Kudrov, score! The Lightning win it!
Sirius XM NHL Network Radio.
It's Frederick.
Folks, you're reminded to tune into the National Air Traffic Controllers Association postgame show immediately following the game tonight for highlights and scores around the league. We have 5:01 left in regulation time. Patrick Brown's goal late in the second period continues to stand for the Flyers on enemy ice in D.C. Alexei Protas clears it off the left wing boards and back to center where Jensen takes it on the run. Nick Jensen, right flank for Hathaway, shown the boards there by D'Angelo. Shots on goal are 28-20, favor Washington. Jensen with Faravari, sprinkling it on the outside, looking to Protas. Ristolainen was in his way and forcing the Caps back into their own end.
The Flyers just stand up at the blue line. The Caps got to find a way to get some speed to the neutral zone to back them off.
Jensen doing just that, Kenny, down the right wing boards. Gets to the top of the right face-off circle, snaps it around for Sherry. He'll brush it through to Ovechkin. Alex sends it to the far flank. At the point position, Jensen's a step late. The Caps are going to have to reorganize. 4:10 left, 2-1 Philadelphia. On the move, crisscrossing laterally through center. Sherry will dump it in. Sandstrom behind his own net holds it up for the Flyers. This is placed back to center and onto the Washington side of center on the run where Bellows will pick it up. Kiefer Bellows goes round and round with John Carlson. He'll ram it off the boards and back to neutral ice. The puck is there for Provorov. He'll clear it in on the lip of the boards. Kemper not able to take it down off the window with his goalie stick. 3:40 left in this one. Fast-moving third period. On the stretch pass through center, right wing for Oshie. He'll clear it cross corner. Ovechkin on the hunt against Ristolainen. Those two have had some memorable battles in the past. Back behind the cage, Oshie drags it to the left point. Manned there by Carlson. Left wing circle, Oshie couldn't soccer style that one. He tried to kick it to the front. Kuznetsov likewise played away and chipped on out by Lazinski to center. Cleared on down by Brown with 3 and change to go. In this third period, Flyers on top by 1. Kuznetsov. Nice moves at the line, attacking there. Little give and go. Kuznetsov, one more! Score! A beautiful passing play to Milano. This game is tied.
Kuznetsov, who's been flying throughout this game, skating well. He's coming in, a beautiful pass. Milano going towards the goal. That's all you got to do. When you're out there with Kuz, you go towards the goal and you stick on the ice. He's a beneficiary of a tying goal late.
17 minutes, 2 seconds, the time of the marker. Kuznetsov, the driving force. He and Oshie setting the table for the Milano relay at the slot. Sonny going to the left post. The pass from Kuznetsov on time and on target. And this game now deadlocked at 2 apiece.
Wow. Cardiac Kids come back again. Now they got to see if they can finish it off here in regulation.
There was some question as to whether or not that was a legal onside entry, but we are back at the center dot, and play gets going. So this game is tied at 17:02. Sonny Milano on the board. Milano in 8 games against the Flyers in his career now has 4 goals. The most recent one leveling the count at 2 goals apiece. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in regulation. Fans are buzzing inside of Capital One Arena, many of them still standing after the Milano goal. Puck in the offensive end for Washington, right wing boards. Provorov has the remedy for Philadelphia. He and Hayes working back through center. This is ladled on to McEwen, trying to stay on side. He'll sweep it right to Kemper as the Flyers change on the go. Faravari waltzing back out of his own end with Van Riemsdyk to center. Mantha will steer this one into the corner. Washington wants to get some fresh folks on. 2:10 left in the third. Ovechkin below the goal line to the left of Sandstrom. Ristolainen there. Wouldn't mind a whistle. Ristolainen kicks it loose to his D partner Sanheim. Left shooting defender on his backhand will get it out. Working through center, it's Tippett getting wide against Carlson. John Carlson staving off that one-on-one with a little help from Gustafsson. Owen Tippett drags it to the circle. A drive off the shoulder of Kemper was right on from Farabee. He wasted no time pulling the trigger there. DeAngelo left point wrister kicked away by Gustafsson. 95 seconds left in regulation time. Sherry in the defensive zone for Washington, undercut there by DeAngelo. Sharp angle off the post. The Flyers have hit 3 of them. That one there just a few moments ago from Jackson Cates. Brown lets it go. Kick out save with a left pad by Kemper. 1:15 to play in the third. 2-2 hockey game. Nick Jensen behind the Washington net. Kemper looks to his right. Oshie one-hands the puck to center. On the fly, Milano with speed, splitting the gap. Milano right in! Sandstrom the save, and the net is knocked off the pegs as DeAngelo gets in Milano's face. The gloves coming off as tempers flare.
Milano, you trying to split the middle, goes in, gets a great opportunity again. That's two. A hot hand right now. See if there's any kind of penalties on this one. I don't think so.
Sonny Milano, who had a 2-goal game against Tampa in this building, looking for a 2-goal game tonight.
Oh, he gave a little shot as he went by. That's what got the attention of the Philadelphia Flyers.
Folks, once again, just a reminder, tune into National Air Traffic Controllers Association post-game show. That immediately follows our game for highlights and scores around the league. All that piloted by Ben Raby. Joe Beninati, Ken Sabrin with you tonight. Wishing the best for John Walton. Hope to have him back in this chair on Friday afternoon. Sonny Milano, great chances, and he shows like he's got an extra jump here in this third period, Ken.
Yeah, great. Splits the D there, stays with it, gets a nice shot off. Goaltender makes a nice stop, and just before that, though, the Flyers hit the far post. As you said, Joe, 3 posts in this game, so Kemper's going to be liking that, his best buddy, after the game.
Kuznetsov digs in for the draw. Neutral ice on the Flyers' side of center with Brown. Philadelphia gets it. We're in the final minute of regulation in a 2-2 hockey game. Icing here against Philadelphia.
Offensive draw. Milano's out there still. Well, what about TJ Oshie coming in after 11 games? Two points. A big one here. A nice little pass. A feed to Kuznetsov. Been a very big impact in this game.
Kenny, we've seen Washington be successful with a lot of set plays off of face-offs. This is at the offensive end. Kuznetsov has TJ Oshie off his left shoulder at the top of the right face-off circle. He gets it back to him, but Jackson Cates knew that was coming. He intercepted it wisely for the Flyers. Cleared along to Brown. Bested there by Gustafsson, who drifts behind Kemper with 40 seconds to go in the game. Regulation time. Oshie steers it on for Kuznetsov just out of his reach. Flyers will dump it in from center. 33 seconds left in the game. 2-2 your score. John Carlson sends out Milano. Milano rolled it only as far as the Flyer line. Sanheim clears it the length. It has enough mustard to be icing against Philadelphia.
Now the big guy, I'm sure, is going to, they're not going to send out Ovechkin. I thought that for sure an offensive draw. They're putting out Manta's line. See if they can get something going.
2-2 in this hockey game, 22.5 seconds left in regulation. Should we go to OT, neither the Caps nor the Flyers have won a game in overtime or shootout so far in this season, right around the quarter pole of the 22-23 campaign. Mantha from the left point sends it to the goal. 13 seconds. Puck's in the left wing corner for Johansson. Mantha goes round and round. McEwen spins it to center. 6 seconds left. One last ditch effort for Hayes. He gets to his backhand. Ran out of real estate there. Put it off the side of the goal. And these two teams are done with 60 in D.C. The Caps with a tying tally from Sonny Milano with just 2:58 left in regulation, forcing overtime. We'll bring the 3-on-3 play your way in just a few moments on the Capitals Radio Network, driven by Kia.
Red River is a technology transformation company. We reimagine the possibilities of technology, enabling organizations to transform beyond the expected. From the cloud and big data to mobility and cybersecurity, Red River can help meet your business goals and mission objectives. Technology decisions aren't black and white. Think red. Visit redriver.com to learn more.
Power up the Caps with Power Up Premium Trail Mix. Made with delicious ingredients you can see and pronounce. Power Up carefully crafts each mix using high-quality nuts, fruits, and seeds, but it's not your ordinary trail mix because they're using ingredients like walnuts, papayas, mangoes, and the finest dark chocolate for a mix that fits any snacking occasion. So grab a bag of fresh-tasting Power Up Premium Trail Mix today for an uncomplicated, uncompromising treat. Available locally at any Giant or Wawa store.
As we bring you back inside Capital One Arena, 60 minutes complete tonight in the first of 4 meetings between Metro Division rivals Philadelphia and Washington. And this game winding its way to an exciting finish. We are 2-2 after regulation. Sonny Milano tying things up. Milano from Kuznetsov and Oshie at 17:02 to force the overtime period.
Yeah, no, very good. I mean, obviously, nice little speed. Kuznetsov's been playing well. I mean, I thought he's had a good game, skating well. Finally, a beautiful pass on there. You know, you just never know when you're out with this guy. Keep your stick on the ice, go to the goal, because you never know when it's coming to you.
They put 5 minutes up on the scoreboard here inside of Capital One Arena. We'll play 3-on-3. The first goal wins it. Owen Tippett is out there with Kevin Hayes and Tony D'Angelo for white-sweatered Philadelphia. The Capitals sending Kuznetsov, Oshie, and Carlson to work in red, left to right here in the OT. Hayes meets Kuznetsov at the dot. Face-off possession belongs to Washington. John Carlson in his own zone, right in front of Darcy Kemper. Carlson will drift back behind the goal, use it for some cover away from Hayes. A long pass to center ice, picking up Oshie at the red line. Crisscrossing Kuznetsov, top of the left circle. Carlson between the circles, away from Hayes. Oshie on the overlap, fires, glove save, Sandstrom. Carlson gets the rebound for Washington, serves it there. Kuznetsov winds and drives. A missile that goes wide on the stick side. Big rebound back to center. Oshie and Carlson want to change. Kuznetsov all by his lonesome. Lollipops that puck inside. Beautiful passing play here back. Midpoint Gustafson. One more. Ovechkin off the deep to the backhand. He hit the post. Follow-up chances sent high by Kuznetsov. Washington with great threats in the first minute of the overtime.
What patience by Ovechkin on that one. To wait. It just misses it.
Strome continues the 3-on-3. One-time score! Strome to Ovechkin. Alex Ovechkin's 25th career overtime winner brings the curtain down for the Caps.
The Caps, they get it done. They stick with it. They stick with the game plan. Get one late and get one in overtime. A big win for this hockey club.
One minute, 4 seconds into the extra session. This Thanksgiving Eve matchup between the Caps and Flyers is put to bed. Ovechkin on the primary assist from Strome. Absolutely no chance for Sandstrom.
No, he had no chance on that one. That was just a great shot. You give him, it's the post earlier on, and then he gets a little revenge and puts it right by him. No chance for the goaltender. That's a big win. Character win for the Caps. Not a lot of 5-on-5, but they find a way at the last couple of minutes to tie it up and get it win in overtime.
Alex Ovechkin deliriously happy with that pass from Dylan Strome. And then punching one through Felix Sandstrom, who becomes the 164th different netminder the Grade 8 has scored upon in his legendary career, now 18 seasons in the Bigs. Fans filing to the exits, getting set for the Thanksgiving festivities to begin. Washington and Philadelphia as we get set for our 3-star introduction.
Philadelphia Flyers in goal number 32.